There we go. Okay, now get. That's enough on my face. All right, testing. How we doing? How we feeling? Happy Monday. Cheyenne, not only are you not properly hyped, you spelt it wrong. Please don't hoop. Big thank you to Bells for donating before the stream. Thank you so much, Bells, for the £5. And then getting roasted for offering me cookies when I have a temporary crown in. Oh my goodness. Can we hear me? Can we see me? How we doing, everybody? Welcome back to more Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. The cookies need a while across the ocean. It won't be temporary then anymore. You don't know that. Why would you jinx me like that? They say 2 weeks, but it could be longer. You never know. But yeah, I'm a very brave, special little guy. I had to go to the dentist twice last week. There was a chip. They fixed it. I'm not going to get into detail because that's not everybody's jam. But it wasn't my fault. I brush and floss and rinse real good. But yeah, they had to fix that. So I have a temporary in, so if the voices seem off, and my jaw's been hurting ever since the procedure. My jaw's been pretty sore, so I don't know how many voices are going to last tonight, but we're going to do our best. Big W for the people who hate my voices, but a bigger loss for the people who love them. I won't hoop again, I promise, nor should you. Watch, turns out that's like a no-no word for like some reason. It's some region-specific term for like something bad. Anyway, we're back playing more Apollo Justice Ace Attorney for the first time. We're in the second part of, I almost said case 1 because it's the first full case, but case 2, episode 2, Turnabout Corner. We got through the bad gross man, and thank you to everyone who's still sticking around after we have to have that conversation. Thank you to everyone who's supportive, not only of talking about things in the hopes that that kind of storytelling doesn't continue and only builds upon and improves in the future, but also handling sensitive stuff with empathy, thoughtfulness, kindness, and respect. I'm just a person. I need to Google anxiously. I'm picturing you Googling the word anxiously. Choose you too. Thank you for donating $10 to thethirdbill.com. Sending you positive and healing vibes, King. Thank you. Thank you. For which? The mental, the physical. Your special little guy's going through it. But thank you everyone who's been donating either at thethirdbill.com or here. Thank you to the channel members. Let's get the names up there, huh? Hit that join button so you can be a part of this list and get all kinds of cool perks. Thank you, Haley, Fountain Poison, Ari, Kurt, Rebecca, Polyphonica Studio, Owie 311, Asley, Robeson, Caitlin, Lucy, Nicole, Cheney, Eggs, Ashley, Warlock, Jammer, Richie, Adam, Always RA, Happy Hank, Cheyenne, Eltonia, Lucas, Kaz, Bells, AB Cold, Lindsay, Lizmore, Skyworm, Sun, Winnie 2, and Hong Kong Silly Goose. Why did it format weird? Why did it format weird? It's going to keep me up tonight. But yeah, we're back. Hopefully we're going to kill a couple of men. The one who steals underwear and the guy who pretends to be a doctor who creeps on people, and that's still going. Can we stop? Because I really like the story so far. Other than that, basically, while we're getting used to working for, what is it? Write Anything Company? The Write Anything Company. Our new magic anime assistant girl, which I literally got that joke as I was making the description of the stream. Trucy, Phoenix Wright's daughter, question mark, exclamation point. We're solving a murder case. Emma Sky is the lead detective, and she does not seem to like her job, but she respects Phoenix enough to give us a shot since we're his apprentice. The new prosecutor's hot and likes rock music. I've already called dibs. Yeah, it's like, this is another reason to despise that kind of unnecessary, gross detail in the story. That overshadows my memory of the specifics. But a noodle cart went missing, and then it was used in a crime scene where murder happened. across the street from a friendly neighborhood mob family's house. And the mob boss's son is trying to get the credibility of saying that he did it, but I'm under the impression that he didn't. And yeah, we're still investigating, and hopefully we get some more OG trilogy cameos tonight. Agency. I did that intentionally to test you. You're the only one who passed, Nicole. You may donate now. Congratulations. But let's keep going. Oh yeah, and we're learning how to like concentrate on people's lying habits. And it's in the middle of Pride Month. The Write Anything Agency. I keep thinking, when I hear write anything, I'm thinking like, no, keep writing that fanfic. We won't canonize it yet, but please. What a train wreck that was. Oh, what a train wreck that was. I'm glad we made it out of that trial alive. Really? I had fun. And Walkie made it through the day too. Everyone was too obsessed with that to bother with the real case. Yeah, it's almost like it's gross and very distracting. But it was good publicity. Imagine the crowd at my show tonight. You should come, Polly. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. That should have been the biggest revelation of the night. The decoy Mr. Hat, when she pretended to kidnap herself to stall for time. Oy. She gets it from her dad's. The amazing Mr. Hat will be making an appearance. Hi, folks. I'll be. That's about enough of him. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Did she have a voice? Uh-oh.
I think it was your reserved.
Hello? Hello? Do you go down the stairs? Ah, Miss Tiala. Thank you for today. The trial went well. Oh, right. No problem. Do you think Walkie will be okay? Well, he's not guilty yet. Is that the name of the bad man? No, Walkie. Oh, Walkie's the furry mobster boy. Yeah, Walkie. Good old Walkie. You say Spider-Punk? Why would you call him Spider-Punk?
Your voice reminds me of him.
This voice?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. I wish you liked Attack the Block as much as I did. I was going to make a really dope joke, but you wouldn't get it because you're not a cool enough nerd. Well, he's not guilty yet. Please, you have to help him. We're supposed to get married next month. Oh, congratulations. Dude. Oh, way to put the pressure on a guy. Please, let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Yeah, is anyone going to talk about the magic spaghetti, or is it resting weird? It looks like it's floating. But it could be resting on that green box. What does marriage mean? Are you sure about marrying into the Kataki family? I'm fine with it, and I love Walkie with all my heart. Oh, that's so sweet. So it doesn't bother you that you'll be, married to the mob? I don't think so. My parents are against it, of course. Say, where did you and Walkie first meet, anyway? Good question. Miss Tiala doesn't look like the type to have gangster connections. Oh, we met at my old job, actually. Office romance. Yes, he ordered the gobble ghoul. She's not very forthcoming with information about herself, is she? Oh my god, she's just like me for real. Did you know that the boss is trying to get out of the business? Really? Mr. Kataki wants to quit being a gangster? He's trying to transfer his assets into a normal company. That's not how that works. He only announced it recently, out of the blue. I hear there's quite a lot of confusion in the ranks. Oh my god. His little apron. I wonder if that explains that apron. I can't imagine Walkie going along with that. He's highly motivated, isn't he? That's not the word I would have used. He said, I'll be the next big boss and keep the family alive. I think he's at that age when boys want to make a mark on the world. That's not the way I would have put it. His father moves in a lot of circles. It's concerning, really. He lost equilibrium in his brain after the war. He's really focused on profits. The Kataki family's been making a killing recently. Anyway, again, not the way I would have put it. But Waki says it's not about the money. They have the gangster tradition to uphold. Oh, a generation gap. They've even got the ever classic what about the family business thing going. Usually it's the father worried about tradition. Every night they go to eat at a restaurant, they listen to Don't Stop Believin', and then they just stop moving halfway through. It's like they mentally cut to black. That's Sopranos reference. Can I ask you a question about Waki? I understand he was operated on by the victim, Dr. Maractus. Apparently, yes. That's how he got his whiskers. I was in the clinic about half a year ago. He messed up my something bad, and he just let me go without a word. See you later, bye. So I gotta go in, get another doc to patch me up again. Oh yeah, he has like a bullet in him, Von Karma style.
Yeah.
That's right. He's fun. Hold on. Aha! Take off his mask. Yes, it sounded horrible. Waki has always been fond of fighting, I'm afraid. Not sure it qualifies as fighting when pistols are involved. Wow, somebody didn't like Hamilton. Mr. Gavin was saying his life might be in danger, wouldn't he? No, that can't be right. I'm sure he was just trying to scare us. It's scary to think that a surgeon might make a mistake, but it's even scarier when he tries to hide it. I'd like to know a little more about this operation. Maybe it's time to pay the Maractus Clinic a visit. I should be getting home now. Waki's in your hands, Mr. Justice. Right. Well, leave it to me. Apollo, I think you're only making her more nervous. Sorry, I'm new at this, okay? Teehee, it's all right. I believe in you. So she's the killer. All right. Oh, I don't remember the directions. From the clinic? Oh, that's right. Phoenix was hit by a car, and someone has been visiting him with piles and piles of Steel Samurai DVDs. Someone who loves him very much. Someone who gave him a little kiss and still loves him even though he's not an attorney anymore. And sometimes they do mock trials together. Anyway. No, dang it. I don't remember how to navigate. From the mansion? The People Park? No. Jesus, what, do I have to get like a GPS or something? Thank you, God. Kitty! Oh. Not here? Where do you want me to go? You said go to the you said to go. Oh, do I have to examine the door? The front entrance to the Maractus Clinic. The walls and posts are so highly polished I could see my face in them. Wait, my hair is a little flat. There, perfect and spiky. Damn, what? Oh, then where do you want me to go? Help, just tell me.
Detention center.
Really? They said go to the freaking clinic. What? Ugh. Walkthroughs during the investigations don't even count as cheating.
No.
Looks like Waki's out for questioning. I really needed to talk to him. I guess we'll come back later. Excuse me? Yes? The other suspect is all true with questioning, sir. The other... Ah, you mean... No, please don't make me talk to him, please. Please don't make me talk to him. Wesley Stickler. So they arrested him too? Good. All right, let's have a little chat with Mr. Stickler. I hope I don't regret this. He is a valuable witness. He's a bit precious, I'll give him that. He's also a fucking creep. Please keep this brief if you would. I'm quite busy. Sorry. Gross characters don't get fun voices. That's the law. I need to finish this paper. Yeah, it's you. Mr. Stickler, I'd like to have a few words with you. Like, fuck and you. Very well, as long as they're few. Nothing would make me happier, believe me. God damn it. Mr. Stickler, on the night of the murder, you stole... Wait, I can't help but feel that I'm being misunderstood. Oh, really? Oh, okay. How? Yes, that night I obtained a pair of panties, it's true. However, it was my burning curiosity that drove me to do it, nothing more. Oh, no, there was no misunderstanding. Guards, arrest, thank you. Hold still, we're gonna get your photo on this list real quick. You wanted to know the trick to my panties, right? Then why did you steal other people's? You're here too? Oh, great, Trucy, teach me. No, stay away from her, get a job. And that's why he named it that way in the stream. Eh? I must know the secret of your... No. My very existence hangs in the balance. Please make me your apprentice. No, stay away from her. Apollo, help! Just fucking throw your bracelet at him, stab him with your spiky hair. I don't know, I think he'd... Apollo? Really? Buddy? You're the adult in charge right now. Her literal parent guardian literally made you the temporary guardian. She's your responsibility. I think he... Nope. Don't say that, Apollo. Yeah, can we make her feel safe? Hello? Really, Apollo? During Women's Month? Could you relate what you saw the night of the murder to us one more time? Why not? Though it hardly differs from the testimony I gave in court. The defendant was there in the park that night. Of this, I'm quite certain. He was pointing a pistol, or something like that, at the victim. That's when I shouted, "Stop, you two. Let's resolve this like gentlemen." And the next moment, a shot was fired. And this is all true? Really? My innermost heart revealed. What further reason could I possibly have to lie? I can't think of anything you'd want to hide more than panty snatching, true. Sounds like Walkie was at the scene of the crime after all. How I wish it weren't so. Okay, go fuck yourself. Can I leave? Can I leave?
Yes.
Okay, bye. Where am I going?
Kentucky Mansion.
Sweet. Bye. Fuck you, fuckface. You said Kentucky again. I remember you said Kentucky and I was like, it's a horse mob.
Yeah, I do remember.
Who did this to you? June 16th. Yay. Oh, I love her. Yeah, she's back. Hey, you two, over here. Us? Yo, Little Plum, what's up? Think all this gangsterese? What is a negative influence on Trucy? I heard you retrieved my bloomers. Well, I was just doing... man speaks clearly and takes credit where it's due. I don't know why the broom with a sword in it makes me happy. You caught the thief, didn't you? Queen shit. Okay, yeah, we'll leave you alone with the cameras off in the detention center with him. Do what you gotta do. For the family. Yeah, sorry. I caught him. You're cute when you're nervous, Polly. Trucy. Honey. Trucy. You're 15. Here's a Capri Sun. You know what? I'm kind of glad that I don't know how to talk to a 15-year-old. I'll deal with you later. But enough about bloomers. What about my son, Walkie? Walkie? Oh, well, he's clearly... Yes, ma'am. Oh, this is why I was kind of hoping we could avoid coming back here. He's really everything you'd expect in a boss's son. I'm going to be a gangster, dude. That was me trying to do the, I'm going to be a gangster, but it just sounded weird in a voice doing a voice. The life does have an appeal for that age, particularly for boys. Women can be mobsters too. Trucy's whole life changed that moment. What? Don't look at me like that. Blame the patriarchy. He was shot in a turf war about half a year ago. Yeah, we heard the story from Wonky. But he didn't tell you the whole story. You didn't think the story was over, did you? You know, even if he had a pistol then, he couldn't have shot anyone. What? He acts like he's hard, but he couldn't shoot someone to save his life. I should know. I'm his mom. Wow, this is literally what it would be like questioning my mom if I was ever wanted for murder. Her words do have a certain weight to them. Hopefully, when this is all taken care of, he and the boss can sort out their differences. The boss? Oh, you mean Wonky's father, Bruce Springsteen. They didn't seem to be on the best terms, did they? It's true. One of our pistols is missing. So the murder weapon was from this mansion. We kind of figured given the difficulty of obtaining a gun these days. Are we ever going to talk about that a little more? Did Wrightworth and Co., attorneys at law, get rid of most of the guns? None of the rank and file have access. Only the boss, myself, and Wonky could have done it. I see. I'm sure the cops will continue tromping all over the mansion because of this case. Maybe this is a sign that it's time for a change. Wahahaha. She doesn't seem too concerned, at least. Yeah, Wonky's fiancé. They're getting married next month, correct? I suppose she's been staying over lately. Separate beds, of course. You don't look too happy about that, little plum. Da-ding. How'd you guess? Even I could tell that. Could you tell us more about her? Wonky brought her home one day. Says he wants to tie the knot. I can see why she's so pretty. All right, let's go. Support Trucy and keep her safe. Oh, she's pretty enough, but you know. Da-ding? Nah, it's probably just me being suspicious. Stay in this business too long. Oh, I was gonna make a joke that she has like a 4-leaf clover and like a green and yellow theme going on. And I'm like, is she part of, maybe, I was gonna say maybe I'm watching too much like Daredevil, but I'm like, is she part of a different organization? It's probably just me being suspicious. Stay in this business too long, ... And you start to only see darkness in people. In visiting me, all that I see, absolute horror. You get a nose for it. A nose for people, a nose for trouble. I wonder what the problem is. It's like a gangster's only version of female intuition. You alright, Tracy? She's still mad that only boys want to be mobsters. The boss may act tough, but that boy means the world to him. But Wonky seems, well, seems like he's against his father's position. It's to be expected. We're in a bit of a transition right now. Trying to cut our ties to the shadier side of the street and do more on the up and up. Wonky isn't too enthusiastic about the change, it's true. But why the change? Is the gangster thing just not paying the bills? Wahahaha. It pays, but we need a lot of money right now. Clean money, that is. I see. Have you tried running it through a laundry machine? Apollo, that's not what money... It's fine. Something must be up. He'll see things the way the boss sees them someday. Do I give her a present? Now where do I go? Oh. Okay. The old person who's still on the fence? The slipper or the trash? It's time to take the slipper! This trash can. This is where we found the mirror. Come to think of it, wasn't there something else in here? Something near the bottom. Why don't we just take them both at once? We're putting our hands back in the trash a day later. Look at the paint on these. That means these must have ended up in here after Mr. Wright's accident. So you gotta, do you want me to teach what laundering is? So imagine this jelly beans is your money. Sick Better Call Saul reference, Bill. I should like, share, donate, join. Yes?
Oh my, isn't that technically a Breaking Bad reference?
Breaking Bad is just one long Better Call Saul reference. You cannot change my mind. Maybe they're connected? Maybe they are connected. Let's pick them up. Well, look who suddenly has room in their pockets now. All right, so do I just leave? A leaf. Oh, I can. Oh, yeah, that's right. Emma Sky gave us, or let us continue to use white powder. The bottom is covered with paint. Huh? What's this weird shape here? It looks like a leaf was stuck to the bottom when the wearer stepped in some yellow paint. So the outline was left when the leaf was removed. Ah, I got paint on my hand. Apollo, I saw you try to wipe your hand on my cape. Can we be nice to this poor 15-year-old girl? Okay, so if I want to dust for Prince, I have to use this first?
So you're going to be able to get one of those telling me two and one is not. So,
Okay. I guess we'll go to the clinic. Fuck, can it just be a full list? Pretty please, for me? Damn. Okay, I thought maybe going to the park might do something. Okay.
you want the location?
Yes, please.
Eldine's house.
Thank you.
Yes.
Hey, it's Mr. Eldoon. Oh, Mr. Eldoon. Oh, shit. What voice was he?
I don't know. My computer is not cooperating. Just a heads up.
Chat, I'm going to have to play the Be Obsessed With Me more. While you're, I know everyone's busy donating, joining, and, you know, liking, sharing, subscribing. Fuck, what voice did I give him? I thought it was this. Was it Squeaky? I think it was.
I think you're right.
The humph.
Yeah.
What's wrong? So you found my stand. That's why I'm here to thank you. Ah, but now it's a crime scene and they won't let me have it back. That's also why I'm here. I got no other place to go. I see. How can a noodle stand be a crime scene? That's what I don't get, Trucy doll. Even in death, he's after my neck, I tell you. Bah! Can't even cook an honest noodle. He? Even in death? You mean the victim, Dr. Maractus? I tell you, it's enough to drive a man to make his soup even saltier. I make the soup too salty. That's an inside joke for Alana. She's not having a good day. You know what would help Alana's day get better? Like, share, comment, donate,
Not being an asshole.
join. Not being, yeah, be nice in chat. Oh yeah, big reason to become a member next week. Whenever the hell it is, we're going to do the Switch 2 Nintendo Direct as a members only stream. So good reason to join right there. Remind me never to eat his noodles when he's in a bad mood. Noodle stand. That stand, for generations it served up the very best noodles us Eldoons could make. A tradition of noodles and salty broth. It's more than a stand, it's history, I tells ya. Watch what you say or it might become true. That's a great story, Mr. Eldoon. A single stand passed down from generation to generation. Of course, to be honest, I didn't play it on doing it. That's right, you said something about that. About you, I know it wasn't the Pearl voice, but it was like this. What was the voice? About you rebelling against your pops, was it? Good memory, Trucy doll. Hey, I was a go-getter back in my day. Until my friend next door butted in. In the end, I was left with nothing but this dusty old stand to earn my fortune. Mr. Eldoon, I don't mean to pry, But what exactly did you do before you became a chef? Oh, I was a sharpshooter for the mob. Why do you ask? Let old noodles lie. That's what I say. Choose you too. Thank you for another 10 to the thirdbuild.com for the Thank and Cheer Up Alana fund. We stand our favorite mod. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Maybe I'll use that $10 donation to get you a little treat. Yeah. Oh. Everyone compliment Alana's new hair, even though you won't see it because she doesn't like being on camera. It does look really nice. Thank you. I'm starting to get an idea of what he did anyway. He stole my dreams and left me with nothing but noodles. And now I don't even have that. Was he? Oh my god, he used to be a mob doctor and now he sells noodles? Mr. Eldoon, if I might ask, what exactly happened between you and the Maractus Clinic? Eh? I couldn't help but sense enmity? Enmity there. Enmity, I hate him. Enmity, I hardly hated. Him acting like he smells like roses when he's rolling in mud. Excuse me? He's the only doctor at the clinic, you know. Pretty impressive, eh? I'll tell you the secret to his success. The mob! Yeah, buddy, we know. You mean the Kataki family. They're always having one of them turf wars or whatnot. Always an injury or two that needs fixing. Maractus saw a chance for some business. So he started giving the Kataki family a good deal. A deal? Every fifth operation for free in this economy? Damn. I'm in the wrong line of work. Every fifth operation for free. He stole the idea from my pops. One free bowl of noodles a week, he used to say. Can a doctor just decide to do that? What about the insurance companies? Trucy, whose side are you on in the class warfare? What? I just think big companies have our best interest at heart. They should be treated like individuals and should be tax exempt. Trucy, let me see your algorithm. Show me your phone. Show me your phone. I knew it. You know what? We're unfollowing all these, and you're going to follow the third Bill. Bill Chill Gaming. Oh, no doubt it's illegal, but it got him in good with the family. Pretty soon he was getting all the business in town, leaving me here in the dark. What? What? Were you a doctor too? What does... Is he supposed to be, like, giving everyone noodles? Or was he not giving you enough hush money? That'd be sick.
That would be sick.
Were you the opposite of a puppy? Because hush puppies? Did you know hush puppies exist because it's like... the saying was, this will hush the growling puppies in your stomach? Hank, thank you for the 10. Is that man wearing a ramen bowl for a hat? Stunning. I'll take 50. Also, hi. Hope everyone's weekend was good. I hope yours was good too. Yeah, I don't know if you were here last time, but yeah, that's his hair. But yes, he's wearing a bowl for a hat. Thank you for the 10, Hank. Sorry, I have to like turn my freaking cheapo wireless mouse back on. It's fine. I cheaped out on a wireless mouse and keyboard because the Mac Mini was expensive. Like, share, donate, comment, subscribe. Thank you, Hank, for the 10. I hope your weekend was good. Mine was okay. I have a temporary crown in, and my jaw hurting. And I can't have any fun food. I can't have sticky food or hot food or cold food. It's cold outside, and I can't have hot soup. I have to have lukewarm soup. It sucks. Oh, yeah, and I made a video. And it's dropping tomorrow. Leaving me here in the dark. Up to my neck in soupy noodles. I think I figured out Mr. Eldoon's former occupation. Can't hurt to ask, Apollo. Mr. Eldoon, or should I say, yeah, okay, I thought so, but I'm like, what are we trying to get, like, he gave noodles to the mafia? Mr. Eldoon, or should I say, Dr. Eldoon? Man, can you imagine going in to a clinic and your doctor's name is Dr. Noodle? I think I would have to leave. I think I'd be laughing too hard and I'd be like, this isn't real. the insurance company is going to call the police. I can't stay with a doctor whose last name is Noodle. Should I say Dr. Eldoon? Figured it out, did you? That's right, I was a doctor, a surgeon until the year before last. So, Mr. Maractus was your rival. You like those onions they put in the soup broth? Oh, they were rivals, huh? Were they also roommates? Yeah, kind of. You take a spoon, you drink some broth, those onions will find their way in there. For people who like them, why, that's just fine. For people who hate them, I hate onions, hate them. No, I'm not gonna go see Shrek 5 no matter what they do with the animation. Always sneaking in from the side, getting in the way of a good-tasting spoonful. Well, that's what he was. An onion boy, that's what I called him. Maybe he died from all that roasting. Easy now. So you weren't exactly friends. Me and Pal Maractus. Ever since preschool, we were getting in each other's face, kissing. No matter what I did, sure enough, he'd come following along. Then he'd do it better than me, just blow right past without so much as a howdy. I see. That's right, I was a surgeon long before he was, you know. If you're the same age, you would have been surgeons at the same time? I don't know, whatever. Then that no-good onion boy comes along. Well, Trucy, looks like we found ourselves a new suspect. Don't say that. Thanks to him, I was forced to trade in my scalpel for a ladle. Sorry, pal, didn't mean to weigh you down with an old man's ramblings. No, it's fine. By way of apology, you ever get yourself in a spot of trouble, you drop by. Huh? Oh my god, am I gonna get shot? And then get a freebie? Huh? You're investigating Maractus, ain't you? Yes. Well, you want to know about a doctor, you ask a doctor. That's all I'm saying. Oh, that read to me as set up for like Apollo's gonna get shot. It's like, I gave you a robotic hand and it senses the danger better than your bracelet. When you want to know about a doctor, you ask a doctor. That's all I'm saying. Just think of me if you need something, Trucy doll. Right. Thanks, Mr. Eldoon. I guess the time spent listening to him complain wasn't entirely wasted. Cool. Now where do I go? Next, please. But for real this time? Ooh, a friendly little bird. Thank you. Adding to the Cheer Up Alana fun. Get something nice to share. And hope your week is kinder ahead. Oh, thank you, a friendly little bird. It doesn't even say how much, but it really doesn't matter. Thank you. Hold on, let me double check. Because watch, this is like the one time where it's like $1 million. And I just went, oh, thanks. Come on. Thank you. Okay, yeah. No amount is too small, but yeah, it always goes through my head that like when it cuts off the amount, that'll be the time someone's like, I saved up for years to be able to give them a big donation. And then you just went, oh, thanks. Thank you, a friendly little bird. Detention center. Thank you. I remembered.
Good memory, King.
Thanks. I've been complimented much on my memory.
So I recall.
Every day. Probably even right now. On how good my memory is. Some call it a chain. My memory. I was hoping to meet with my client. Walkie Katai's just finished questioning. I'll bring him out. Great, finally. Oh, shit. Yo, sup, my little imposter. Hey, what'd you call me? Dizam, it's you. Sorry, G, thought you were a leader. My little imposter sure is a strange nickname. It's a clink thing. You wouldn't understand. Did I say imposter? I meant poster, like a poster girl. All right, Chad, who is she really? Who's she pretending to be? Is imposter play a furry thing? I just want to be respectful. I meant poster. Like poster girl, alright? If you're gonna drop part of that, why not drop poster and just call her girl? Cause she's so much more than that, G. She's like an angel. A fallen angel. An earth angel. The one I adore. My darling dear. I'm just a fool in love with you. So, what can I do for you? You don't look so chipper today, Walkie. Worried about your, heart condition? Oh, yeah, he's also got, like, a Tony Stark heart. What?
Oh yeah, he's all got a little Tony Stark heart.
Well, all you know, maybe this is how I really talk. You don't know me. Worried about your heart condition, maybe? That was the wackest thing of all us G's lining up taking our exams and all that. Better die young and fade away, bizoy. A relief to hear. What's a relief? Excuse me. Oh, did your father not tell you? That bullet you carry so close to your heart. If not attended to immediately. Sorry, seeing him gave me the hiccups. I skipped a beat. It could kill you. Kill you. Kill you. Man, I ain't trying to hear that. A man fights to protect what's valuable to him. You know what I'm saying? I miss my fallen angel. One look from you, and I knew I'd be the vision of your happiness. Whoa, whoa, angel. Hey, you got a liter for me? You're my lawyer, aren't you? Go get her. Sorry. Lawyer, not gopher. I hardly. Where's my water? I misplaced my water. It's over here. Help, help. Misplaced my water might also be code for I peed myself. Tell me about your finance. I mean, fiance. So I hear you're to be married next month. A July wedding? Do you hate everybody you know? Everyone's gonna be sweating in their nice clothes. You're a dick. Straight up, we poured the nuptial footy out on the stoop. What? Alita, oh snapple cakes, she's so fine. I think he's smitten with her in his own weird way. Colon 3 woo. Glomp. I was wondering, how'd you two meet? I asked Tiala, but she was very vague. Huh? Well, man, if she wouldn't tell you, I'd best hold my tongue, you feel me? What? Man, what's past is past, she knows that. When I'm with Alita, I feel like there's things worth protecting out there, you feel me? And my Alita, she's down with that all the way. So both of them are mum about their past. So I should ask their dads. Do you think you could tell us what happened with you and Pal Maractus? There's something you should know. We Katakis are having what you might call a feud with the Rivali's family. So about 6 months back, I go into Rivali's turf, packing a knife, right? And you were shot? You were shot? With no shoes on? Did his shoes fall off? Coldest thing I ever seen. One shot to the heart, and he's to blame. He gave love a bad name, but my homies weren't too late. It's a miracle I lived. It's already considered one of the 7 wonders of the Kataki family, you know that? Oh my god. So you were taken to the Maractus clinic then? You should have seen their faces when they wheeled me in. You can't just let the boss's son die, you know. I'd hate to have been in the doctor's shoes. Mr. Kataki's scary enough when he's not angry. But the bullet that hit you, it was never removed. And it's still threatening his life. At Doctor, he did it on purpose. The Rivalis paid him off, I'm sure of it. I need to hear more about the night of the murder. That much is clear. God damn it. You know, just write it down. Huh, buddy? Just write it down. Oh, you didn't know? Suddenly this character communicates via ASL. Bill, you'd rather learn a whole language to keep doing this voice? Life in the family is a G thing. It's about being a man. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I'm not up on my G things. I'm not even sure what a G thing is. You tell him, kiddo. But my old man, he's gone soft. He says the old rival gang days are over. He just wants to make money. Isn't that a good thing? Man, there ain't no soul in making money. What, were you gonna be a mobster for free? Better to live fast and die young for shizzle. Wait till I run the yard. Then everyone will know what time it is. Time for the milkshakes. Is that too old of a reference? That's right. OG time all the way represent. Apollo, why does it keep talking about old guys? I don't think that's what OG means, Trucy. It stands for, oh golly, I should donate and join, like, share, subscribe. Is that it? Should I present the slippers? Oh. Oh, the knife. Because it's got his prints on it. About these weapons, the pistol and the knife, if we combined them, you could do more damage. They belong to the family. I snuck them out that night. So the killer, Mr. Stickler says he saw that night was, guess it was me. I was there after all. Yeah. All right, we're finished. Yo, Walkie, do you think you could tell us exactly what happened that night? Heh, you don't be around Bush, do you? I like your style, Shorty. Well, after I was done having some salty nudes. Oh, God. Actually, there's a question I've been wanting to ask you for a while now. That is, did you do it? Did you shoot him? I don't know. Huh? The day of that checkup, when I found out about the bullet by my heart, I borrowed a gun from the family stash. I figured I'd give that doctor a taste of his own bad medicine. His love was like bad medicine. Bad medicine is what I need. Whoa. Shake it up just like bad medicine. There ain't no doctor that can cure my disease. Sick Bon Jovi reference, Bill. Thanks, chat. Oh my god, I'm trending and everyone's donating and becoming a member. Wow. I don't like where this is going. But you were carrying a knife, weren't you? Oh, that? Yeah, well, never can be too careful, I'll say. So I'm on my way to Click, right? That was bad. When I run into him in the park and he's dragging this noodle stand behind him. Wait, you didn't put him up to that? Like, you know, in the movies? If you value your life, you'll bring the stand. Shorty, you're more whack than I am, and that's saying something. But I was serious. That's what I'd do if I was a mobster. I'd be like, you're going to be sleeping with the noodles tonight. And then I would sell the noodles, and it'd be kind of like a Sweeney Todd kind of thing, but also with the mob. I feel like that's been done before, right? Right? Is this contrived from something? That's got to be something, right? And then they chop the bodies up and then like put them in like mama's gabagool or something. But I was serious. The thing is, I don't remember what happened next door too well, TM. You don't remember? But the way I see it, there wasn't anyone else there that night. And I guess it probably was me who did admit, know what I'm saying? No. You fired wildly at the darkness and just went, hopefully I killed him. Is that it, or do I show him the gun?
No, you're good.
Okay. Good. I need a break from this voice so bad. And I gave it to the dad, too, because I thought it'd be funny. I'm not funny. I'm just a masochist. Where am I going? The Kentucky Mansion, where the horse mob is. Evidently not. Was there something I missed?
Try the pistol? I doubt it, though.
Yeah, this was just the same thing.
Yeah.
Belonged to the family.
Oh, Dawn, I think I found it.
Huh.
Go back to Elduin's house.
Do we forget to give him his salty little kiss?
Pan left.
These games sometimes, man. Well, we gotta check out this clinic, that's for sure. Yeah, it's almost like I examined the door maybe 10 minutes ago. But what about the guard? No harm in asking. Excuse me. Hey, it's you two from yesterday. That's the same officer that was standing out by the park yesterday. Your business is over in the park, isn't it? The clinic's off limits. It's not involved. But, what part of off limits do you not understand? Show me proof that the clinic is connected to the incident. The park and beat it. No harm in asking. No gain either. No point in sticking around here, I guess.
Now try going to the detention center.
Again?
Not detention center, sorry.
The Kentucky Mansion.
Yes.
Now I'm doing it. Yay! Box of new. Box of new. Look at that crowd over by the park. Probably people trying to get a glimpse of the crime scene. But why are those girls screaming? I think I just heard one say, "Oh my God, it's him." Hell yeah. Also, back off, girls. Wait, that motorcycle. If it isn't Air Forehead. Prosecutor Gavin? Some fans found me on my way out. Just my luck. Oh my god, he's so cool. Thus the screams. New album just came out, you know. Mayhem, no relation. Try waving to them. They love it. Ooh, he's so cute. They're so excited it doesn't matter who waves to them, see? This is surreal. So you were here investigating? And I was on my way home when my hog gave up the ghost. Your what? Your hog? Your what? My motor. Oh, I knew that. Motorcycle. Yeah. That's what I was thinking of too. My motorcycle won't start. A clogged exhaust pipe. Too bad. It looks like such a nice bike too. Hard to believe that it could just break. It could break just from that. It's my fault. I think I was using the wrong oil. Sometimes I need to go over the different lubricants. Stares at Apollo way too long. Cars, motorbikes, they're all the same. Only the names will change. Clogged exhaust and they won't run. Machines. Tell me you share my angst, Air Forehead. I ride a bicycle, actually. In any event, I'm off to the shop to get her fixed. The detective in charge of the scene isn't fond of me in any case. You mean the one in the lab coat? Yeah, Ja. She's in a foul mood, too. Be gentle. Auf Wiedersehen, baby. Oh my god, there he goes. Wear this necklace for me. Eat my necklace. That. I want to go home. End of stream. It's never going to get better than that. And then Bill never played another Ace Attorney game ever again. And the forecast for the park today, gloomy skies. Nice. Well, nothing to do but head on in. Let's hit the park, Apollo. Today's the day the teddy bears have a picnic. That's not what's going on. Poor Emma. I wish she didn't hate her job so much, but I guess she's stuck because they won't move her up. The system's rigged.
Queen.
What?
Feel you there, Queen.
Huh. Does something about this scene look different to you? The blue tarps are gone. Maybe that's it? Yeah, I think you're right. Look over there. The white frock detective from yesterday. She seems to be apologizing reverently to the trash can. She's under a lot of stress. The investigation's probably not going so well. Hey, you there. If you're going to talk about someone behind their back, do it more quietly, please. Queen shit. Oh, Detective Sky, hello. You seem as gloomy as ever. This is miserable. Lay miserable. I just got a new kit and I can't get the stuff to work. And everyone's all smiles for that glimmerous fop. Glamorous? Does she mean Prosecutor Gavin? More to the point, doesn't she mean glamorous? I forgot that all she did was snack when I didn't get like a letter from Phoenix going, he's cool. When he walks, his shiny chains catch the sun and glimmer in my eyes. It's distracting. Yeah, he distracts all of us. Munch, 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 munch. Speaking of distracting. Sigh. I guess I just have to accept the fact that I lack talent. Sounds like she's trying out some sort of new forensics technique. Detective Sky, you know Mr. Wright, correct? How do you know my daddy? I want details. Well, he helped me out a long time ago. Perhaps you're not aware of the re-release secret mission that was dropped on the DS and then on the ported version for consoles. You might say he saved me. Wasn't she saying something about getting involved in an incident? I can't stand it when things are vague, especially in a case. I went to study to become a forensics scientist in Europe. But you're a detective now. In here. Well, I failed the test. But you know, rank and title doesn't matter. What matters is what's inside your heart. I've always thought that too. No, Trucy, you need a license and to pass a test. Come on, kiddo. Stop touching stuff. I've always thought that too. And my heart is full of science. That's why I bought this kit through mail order. They're still not supplying you with your own fingerprinting stuff? What happened to the police budget? Was it all going to guns and they went, no more guns, no more budget for the police? Maybe, I don't know, gloves, fingerprint dusting, science tests, science classes. Bells, thank you for the £5 donation. I sadly have to succumb to the... Oh, I'm sorry, Bells. I hope you watch the rest of the VOD and you enjoy it. And my video tomorrow. You got a big day. Rest up. You got to watch my video. You got to watch the rest of the stream. Thank you again for the donations, Bells. Thanks for being a member. Have a good night. Wishing everyone a lot of fun for the rest of the stream. Thanks, Bells. Hold on. I gotta freaking... Gotta get a better setup. Heart. Good night, Bells. Sleep well. Get some water. You got a big day of watching my stuff tomorrow. And I'm going to test it here before the forensics team arrives. Are you sure that's okay? I won't lie. I'm not fond of that man. Those glamorous types always rub me the wrong way. Glamorous, right. Emma, are we becoming part of a love triangle? Be honest. You, me, and the prosecutor over there? A prosecutor should be cool, of wit and furrowed of brow. Oh yeah, she's an Edgeworth stan, that's right. Queen shit. Queen shit. Are you team Emma? Or are you team... I almost said Kristoff, that's the other one. Are you team Gavin? Shit, what's his first name? That's embarrassing. Clavier?
Yeah.
Clavier. We'll just call him Gavin. I mean, we don't always call Edgeworth Miles, you know. A prosecutor should be cool, of wit and furrowed of brow, less glimmerous and more simmerous, you know. The only decorum there should be is in his office, of steel samurai statues. What? See, this is what's wrong with our YA novel franchises these days. You can't trick the kids into falling for love triangles because there's like, why don't they just all date? Think of the shirt sales with your open-mindedness. Instead of forcing them to buy Team Edward or Team Jacob shirts, now it's just team with a heart. We're losing money. We're losing money. Good. Continue to take down the big corporations with your polycool fanfics. we first we were gonna break the binary, and then we're gonna kill all companies. Oh man, I think we just added a new docket to the agenda. It's just team with a heart. Should that be the next? Would that make sense on? Oh my god, would that make sense on merch? Team, all of them are dating. Oh, man, hold on. Let me cook. Can you seriously? Should I make a note? You should make a note. One of us should make a note. Well, I'm using my phone. Hold on. I'm cooking here. We'll save this for later. Hold on.
Your merch department is also your mod.
I know. We are the merch department. Team. Hold on. Team. I don't know. Triangle? Question mark. Love. Triangle. All dating. Shirt? Question mark. I also have some meaningful merch idea things too, but that's, I don't know. I'm hanging on to that. TM, by the way, if one of y'all steals that shit and puts it on Redbubble, I will sue. Anyway, donate, become a member, like, share, subscribe. Less glimmerous and more shimmerous, you know? No, actually, I don't. Well, that and what happened 7 years ago. Prosecutor Gavin was the one who stripped Mr. Wright of his attorney's badge. What? Really? He was the one? You mean you didn't know? I thought you were one of his boys. You consider me a lost boy. You know they're turning that into a musical?
What aren't they turning into a musical?
I'm neither a boy nor one of his. Okay, Apollo. What's your pronouns? Royalty? Or are we doing it in the Springsteen way? I'm not a boy. No, I'm a man. I believe in the promised land. That's also a shirt that I wish I could commit to, but we don't live in an accepting world where that shirt is very fun. But a shirt idea I had once was, damn girl, what's your pros? Because I had this character idea of like essentially the elevator pitch is a progressive shithead. And so like when he's picking up people at bars, it's like, damn girl, what's your pronouns? I don't know why. I just love the sleazy but heart still in the right place. I'm neither a boy nor one of his, but let's see what she has to say. What exactly happened 7 years ago? I never actually heard the details. Then investigate. It's better you learned it for yourself anyway. Emma? All right. I feel like you don't want to be a part of this polycule ship love triangle. It'll just be me and the prosecutor again, and then everyone goes yawn and thumbs down and unsubscribes. Bill shipped the player character with the prosecutor again. Yawn. Do you mind me asking what exactly it is you've been doing? Squatting down on the ground like that? Oh, you want to know, do you? Well, I splurged on a new toy. Phrasing. You mean it wasn't police? Thank you, Apollo. Why aren't we funding this? What is it? I see a roller and glue. This is a footprint analysis kit. The government's not paying for footprint analysis kits? Footprint? It was raining on the night of the murder. Oh, there's also a leaf in the ground. Hold on, we're gonna match some stuff. It was raining on the night of the murder, which means that footprints were left. Oh, does that have anything to do with those blue tarps? Right. The ground was muddy, so I had to protect it I had to protect it as it was that night. Ever wanted to know exactly where someone was standing? Like your panty snatching student witness, for instance? Aha! So with that kit, right. What? Want to try this stuff out? Why does she look like she's offering me a weed? Want to try this stuff out? Huh? Are you sure? I mean, We're sort of on opposing teams and all. Oh, Pshaw, you're friends. And to tell the truth, I'm not good at doing this. Guess I'm a little bit clumsy. See, she's totally a nominee for the love triangle attempt. I could use your help. Oh, I'm good at stuff like this. I used to make magic business out of paper mache. Oh, magic bunny. Sorry. Magic bunnies out of paper mache. Footprint analysis, huh? Should I give it a go? No, I don't believe in your science. And Apollo just walks away. Try it. Okay, I'll give it a go. That's the spirit. Right? Right. Allow me to explain. One moment. She's reading the instructions for her kit. Why does this not fill me with confidence? First, we have to pick the footprint, or in this case, shoe print, we want to analyze. I've taken the liberty of marking all the shoe prints in the park. Well, which shoe print should we start with? If we're going to verify the defendant's account, here's the place to start. Oh, you're just picking for me. Shoe prints, prepare to be examined. Ow, this is so exciting. Oh my god. Right, here goes. First, pour in the plaster into the print until it's full. You try it. How am I supposed to do that? Just press X where you want to pour the plaster. Like this. Gross. That doesn't look too hard. If you run out of plaster in your beaker before you're done, you have to start over. Oh, I shouldn't run out. This is... What? Just re-scooping it. I don't want to waste it. She pays out of pocket for this. Not bad. You're handier with that than you look. Is it going to bother anyone else that I missed a tiny little piece in the corner? It's going to bother me for probably a year. You're handier with that than you look. Oh my god, this is our romance moment. It's happening. Oh my god. Quick chat. Which team are you on? They're all dating. Oh yeah, that's right. We destroyed the economy. We took down the companies. What's that supposed to mean? Oh, on to the next step. Dry the plaster until it turns white. Right. Just, Christ, did you bring this from home? Oh my god. There, give it a shot. You're talking a lot. Show me what you got. Oh my god. Alright, AMA. We went a little too in-depth with this. And I didn't get the heal. Looks like it's hardened nicely. Let's take a look. Hardened. Yeah, that's a good one. Next, the ink. Oh my god. Ready for the next step? Use the roller to ink... What is this, Cooking Mama CSI? Use the roller to ink just the shoe print part. Hold on to that roller tight now with X. And like she has like her hand over mine. And like reaching over and like our shoulders and like upper chest areas, our torsos are touching. Torso touches. Torso stuff? Lab stuff? Lab stuff? Hold on to that roller tight now with X and roll it up and down with your hands. This counts as hand stuff, right, chat? Keep going till you get enough ink on there for a good print. This counts as hand stuff, 100%. Yeah, dragging these nuts. Who did this to you? What's the freaking quote from your smut book? Something about biting or you're a dangerous little thing.
Oh, it's...
Never. I'm pretty sure Who Did This to You made its way into my Epic the Musical video tomorrow.
Good, as it should.
Pretty sure I left that in.
S-tier trope.
Right. Right. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's take our print. Ready? Here goes. Ew. Did they step in poop? Let's see if we get a match. Oh my god, do we have everyone's shoe print?
It'd be pretty great if it didn't match anyone.
I don't know why it just surmises age and sex, but all I could think of is the The Simpsons and Family Guy did it, where it's sex. Okay. No thanks. I'm dead. Analyze, please. Comparison complete. Match found. Now to pull up a 3D model of the foot. So the shoe prints belong to Waki Kitaki after all. He was in the park on the night of the crime. Or at least someone wearing his shoes did. We don't know. He was in the park on the night of the crime. Wow, I can almost see the science at work. Don't you love it? Nothing feels better. She's definitely way more into this than I am. Well, Apollo, give it time. Just let me know if you want to do some more. Wink. I'll be here solving the case. With science. Scientifically. Well, that certainly brightened her mood. Jesus, that took fucking forever. Even if you cut out all of my dilly-dallying, that took forever. It was like 5 steps. Detective Sky, mind if we give it another go? Right on. Leave no print unanalyzed, I say. Now to pick which print you want to analyze. I guess this one? Oh my god, I have to really do it. God, AMA chat, I'm stuck doing crafts. I'm stuck doing arts and crafts. Okay, looking good. Next, dry plaster. It's just so ridiculous. Like, it didn't need this many steps. It really is. It's Cooking Mama CSI. CSI Mama. Call me the CSI Daddy. Okay, let's take out the mold. Boots the house? Yeah, that's a good one. I didn't even finish it. God, at least let me do it in a satisfying fashion. Right, now the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's take our print. Ready? Here goes. It says here, death follows you, Apollo Justice. Huh, that's a funny shoe print. That's a funny shoe print. Is that even a shoe? It is strange. So smooth. Except for the part with the leaf. I could say without even looking that this print doesn't match any print on our list. A mystery print. Do I show it to her? Oh god, we're still talking. I gotta make all the shoe prints? Jesus. Has anyone asked a question? No? Oh my god. Okay, yep. I believe you're beginning to appreciate the wonder that is forensic science. This is like giving her an amethyst every day. Her appreciation's just going up. Okay, looking good. Next round. Jesus. It like shook. Okay, let's take out the mold. Yes, that's a good one. Next, the ink.
232 wants to know, should Chachi get a treat for being a good boy?
Absolutely, Chachi deserves all the treats. Chachi! 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 Treat! T-R-E-A-T. Right. Now the moment we've all... Oh my god, that's right. I see a man yelling at another man. They're pointing at each other aggressively with large hands. Let's see if we get a match. Also, who stepped in a nail? I'm assuming it's this fuckface. Yep. Bro, you are also... I mean, any age is still disgusting, but you're 22 grabbing a 15-year-old's underwear. Comparison complete. So these shoe prints belong to Wesley Stickler. This confirms his testimony. Oh, this confirms his testimony, the final version of it at least. Now we know where the panty snatcher was. You know what? Good for you, Emma. Don't dignify him by saying his name. It's like in Link's Awakening. I don't know if they do it in the remake or not because I didn't play it, but in the original, if you steal something from the store, everyone stops calling you by your name and calls you thief. Are we good? Mystery print. This print is far too smooth to be from a regular shoe. They say the same thing about my brain, Queen. It's a shoe print of some kind, though, that's certain. Still, you have to wonder what it's doing here. It's right next to the El Dunes noodle stand. It does make one wonder. Hey, you. Yes? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? You wouldn't happen to have something in mind? Hand stuff? Something that might have left this mystery shoe print? This mystery shoe print does remind me of something. Show evidence. Pretty sure I've seen something that would leave a print like that. You know, I think I have our culprit right here. This bowl! A gun! Well, I think it's these slippers, actually. Slippers? I hardly. What would slippers be doing out here? But look at the bottom, see? It's covered with paint, except for... See? Right there. Hey, that spot is shaped like a leaf. It's a Canadian murderer. The first ever. It's shaped like a leaf. What if a leaf was stuck on the bottom and came off when the slipper stepped in paint? Makes sense, doesn't it? Or makes sense, doesn't it? Wait, something's written on them. The Maractus Clinic. Exactly, the victim's clinic. Wait, that means that someone from the clinic was involved? Well, yeah, possibly the victim? Why is she just standing there eating? Detective Sky, I have a favor to ask. What? Can you get us access into the Maractus Clinic? The police won't let us in. They say the murder and the clinic are not connected, and it's off limits until we prove that they are. I should be able to do something for you, yeah. Really? Well, you did my work for me here with the shoe prints. Seems like I should return the favor. Thank you, Detective Sky. Here, show this to the police officer on duty. Officer. Right, Maractus Clinic. Here comes justice. Alright, well. You look pretty. What? I mean, you look shitty. Goodbye, Emma Sky. Oh, shit. The house. It's dramatic. Ah, you two again. When oh when will you learn? Look at me however you want. You're not getting in today. I wouldn't be so sure if I were you. Look what we have. What's this? Detective Sky. Yesterday it was Prosecutor Gavin. Today it's Detective Sky. Who are you two? Really? Now he's suspicious again. Well, you got the orders. I gotta let you in. Have fun. Thanks, Mr. Officer. Let's hit it, Apollo. Can I? Oh my god, I could go inside. Look at the little guy. And the little fish guy. And the lobster guy. I love it here. And someone's shoes. What kind of an at-home art sort of place? Huh. Kind of an at-home art. An at-home... What? I'm reading this bad. Kind of an at-home sort of place, isn't it? This place is a connection to the murder in the park. I'm sure of it. The police guy out front wasn't so sure. Well, beyond it being where the victim lived, looks like the police team's gone home for the day. There might be some clues lying around. Let's get cracking, Apollo. Oh my god. There's a single pair of sandals here. Wait, but why would there be sandals here? Unless they belong to one of the patients. Or maybe it's a visitor that's come to see Dr. Maractus. You'd think they'd use his house entrance instead of the clinic entrance in that case. And if this patient or visitor isn't still here, why'd they leave without their shoes? Better take a closer look at these just in case. Cute women's sandals found in the... they're wedges, Apollo. Grow up. Ooh, a missing pair. Oh no. These must be the slippers for patients at the clinic. Same as the pair we found, of course. Look, a single pair's missing from the rack here, too. And ours had paint on the bottoms, which means they were taken out of here on the night of the murder. Right. Whew. The paint's from the hit and run, after all. What were a pair of clinic slippers doing in the trash can? And what were they doing at the scene of the hit and run? The clinic reception desk. No one's here, of course. There's a small sign on the counter. Please pay your bill. Remember, we're the ones holding the scalpel. Brutal. Not effective. Mean. Oh, what's with the... Why the bowls? Look at all these bowls. They're from Eldoon's Noodles. There's Mr. Salty. Then I think we figured something out. I think we have. Mr. Eldoon must do takeout. Not exactly what I was thinking. All the bowls have been washed clean. I think we found our first clue, Trucy. Is that it?
And then I think you might have to check the sandals in your inventory.
Oh. For what? Oh my god, show feet. Jesus. This made someone very happy. That person is not me. Hey, Apollo, you think this is... Huh? This could be a toe print. Trucy, what did you do with Apollo today? It was great, Daddy. We looked at women's shoes. Like, got real up close to them. So close you could smell them. Apollo, please never talk to my daughter again. Maybe we can get a print off of this. Let's try it out. All right, chat. Doing arts and crafts, AMA. Really? I've been... I can't just sell my bowls. I finally have more than 3. So wait, we have a toe print? Or is this a fingerprint somewhere else on the shoe? Yeah, it's a toe print. It worked. That looks like a big toe, maybe? But wait, I mean, it's great that we got the print. But is there such a thing as a list of toe prints? Good point. There is. Detective Sky didn't give it to us. Let's not ask her, which means we can't match this print. This seems like a good time to ask a detective's advice. Yeah, good idea. Emma Sky's gonna think we're fucking creeps.
Choose you to ask, what's your favorite place you've traveled to?
That's a good question. God, that's a really good question. I love coastal Oregon a lot, and I love New Orleans. I like going to cities, but lately I've been enjoying more chill stuff, but I like New Orleans a lot. And yeah, I like going literally the West Coast, like going to the coast on the West. Oh, don't leave yet. Good. That was a good question. Thank you. I feel like people give a shit when they ask me questions. What am I doing now?
Pan to the left.
You can't.
Oh, examine the door.
So go outside?
No, there's a door on the left side of the screen.
Pull on the illustrate. Look, this door says doctor's office. Think this is the victim's private office? It's not locked. Too bad. Why too bad? I like opening locks. It's kind of a hobby of mine. Like those little back locks, don't even bother putting them on when I'm around. That's probably not a hobby you want to tell too many people about. Thump. Da-dang. Apollo, that sound. It came from behind this door. Ghost. Ghost. Someone's in there. Let's check it out, Trucy. A break-in. They left through the window. Wait, Apollo, you're too late to catch them now. That must be her experience as a... That must be her experience as a panty snatcher chaser talking. Well, we should tell the police. Let's check the room out first, Apollo. If we call the police now, we'll lose our chance. You're right. She's better at this than I am. Well, one thing's for certain. This clinic and our murder case are looking pretty related right now. Oh, jeez. What are in the jars? Books and papers are scattered around the room. Wow, what a mess. This is worse than Daddy's room. The burglar must have left in a hurry. Even the cup on the desk even the cup on the desk here is lying on its side. Huh? The juice that spilled out of the cup. It's dry. So the messy wasn't our burglar just now? The messy wasn't our burglar just now? Someone knocked this Someone knocked this cup over a while ago and left it. Add it to the court document? Kind of an expensive looking lamp, isn't it? Hey, the bulb's broken. Broken? Don't you mean burned out? Oh, did it take a leaf off the lamp? That'd be weird. Don't you mean burned out? No, our cat burglar must have dropped it. But why is it standing up on the floor like that then? Hey, look at the cord. Huh? There's a red splotch on a part of the cord. You think that's juice? Blood. It's a little... Oh, how would you know? It's a little brat for blood. Almost pinkish. Something's definitely odd about this lamp, that's for sure. Am I to believe... that... Yeah, it's cracked, so it broke. This cord runs to the lamp, and it's a red stain on it. Gotta wonder what left that stain. Wait, I know. Maybe it was left there by a red marker. Like, they were trying to write their name and slipped. Why would anyone write their name on a lamp cord? I used to write my name on my magic ropes. I can't tell if it's cracked or those are the vines, but am I supposed to think that someone stepped on it and got a leaf stuck on their shoe? The bulb is broken. It won't turn on. Oh, how's it broken? Don't touch that. You'll cut yourself. Ah! Yeah. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. My finger! You're bleeding. Let me see that. Oh, wait. Magic blood, Teehee. Gotcha. That's so mean. Yeah, please don't do that again. Apollo was going through all the workplace liability that was about to happen. Yeah, great, now there's a new stain, and it has our evidence tied to this now, and we haven't called the police yet. I have enough to worry about without my coworkers injuring themselves on the evidence. No? Safe. What a cute little safe. Looks like a 4-digit lock. Dang? Someone's already entered in 2 numbers, Apollo. 7-9. Wait, do you think that burglar just now was trying to open it? I wonder what's inside the safe. Is there any way we can figure out the last 2 numbers? Well, we know the first 2 are 7 and 9. Maybe there's something in the court record? Something that can help us figure out the last 2 numbers? Like fingerprinting or like finding evidence? Okay, sick. Well, I have an idea. I knew it, Apollo. What is it? Well, all we have to know is what buttons have been pressed. We can use this to find out what the next 2 numbers are. If I ever had a button safe, I would press every number at least like once a month, just so my prints are on every button. You feel? Oh. This is so weird how... Okay, present. There we go. When you press the buttons, you'd have to touch them with your finger, right? Or your toe. We can also get toe prints. We learned that today. It would leave a print. When you open a safe, you don't press any other buttons but the right ones, right? So if we can find the buttons with fingerprints, we'll have the safe code. Not bad, Apollo. Just for prints. All right, Amy. Okay, so it's 7925 or 7952. Look, you can see the oily finger residues clearly. 7 and 9. These are glove marks. The burglar must have been wearing gloves. Well, we might not be able to identify the burglar, but we can open the safe. Let's give it a shot. And that's why they call me the king of games, gamers. What are the odds I'd get that right on the first go? About 50-50. Did someone shoot the safe? It opened. This looks like a bullet hole. You could still see the bullet sticking out of it. Why is it in the middle of a safe? Hey, the bullet came out. The tip's all squished. Not surprising given that it was fired into a metal safe. This bullet's got a story behind it, that's for sure. Ugh, paperwork closes it. This looks like a medical chart. There's an x-ray in here with it. An x-ray? I can't make heads or tails of this. And I can't read the chart either. It's all in medical speak. But the names are easy enough to read. Look by patient. It says walkie-talkie. God damn it, I forgot that it's a pun. So this is Walkie, our client's chart, huh? Why would this one chart be here in this safe? Let's see, the physician's signature says Palmaractus. What is it, Apollo? Look here where it says who filed the chart. Let's see. Nurse Alita Tiala. Alita Tiala is Walkie's fiance. That's one Ida too many, Apollo. Never mind that. What's her name doing here? How should I know? Though I guess it means she's on staff at this clinic. Odd that she neglected to mention this before now. I'm sure she had her reasons. So Alita Tiala worked at the Maractus clinic, and she had access to Walkie-Talkie's medical chart. You got the I and Y wrong, Apollo. I'd be very interested to find out what this chart says. Who could help us decipher this? Oh, Dr. Noodles. Is that it? Kitty? No. Is that it in here? Is there more stuff? Window? The window is ajar. Ajar? It smashed open. That must be how our burglar escaped. I wonder who it was. Maybe it was just a burglar who happened to pick here? No, I'm pretty sure it was Alita because she knew the code. She just didn't finish the code. Right? Because there wasn't smudges on other buttons and she knew the first half? Yeah, but there's a patrol car sitting out front. If I were a burglar, I'd come back the next day at least. I'd give it a month myself. Whoever broke in, she waits until July. She doesn't like committing crimes during Pride Month. Whoever broke in obviously needed to break in today. Is that it? Looks like it, yeah. Now where am I going? To Dr. Doodles? The park? Oh shit, that's the office. I wanted to go outside. Oh, he's not here. No. People Park. I know that face. That's the face of someone who's made a discovery. Emma, we're at work. Hey, how'd you know? You can't fool someone trained in the ways of science. Next, she'll have us analyzing face prints. Yeah, with her face and yours kissing. Let's ask Detective Sky to help us, Apollo. Oh, there's not just a help button. Present. I guess just the shoe. The footprint isn't a separate entity. These sandals. That's quite a clear print there. A toe print. Too bad we don't know whose toe it is. Well, there is a way of finding out, of course. There is? What? All you need is a sample of the same toe print off another shoe, for instance. Oh, right. So, we're going to match it to the slippers. This is getting a little too feet heavy. Too much feet. So if the prints match, we know the same person was wears both. Do I have another shoe? Got one right here. I think I just might, actually. Really? I'm beginning to suspect something here. Detective Sky, can you compare this sample with this other print on this cell phone? What, you guys don't keep your cell phone in your shoe? I did say toe print sample, didn't I? Where exactly is the toe print on this evidence? Oops, stormy skies ahead. What? Try again, scientifically this time if you would. What? Do I have to dust it for prints and then talk to her? Oh, son of a bitch. Alright, AMA chat, I'm doing more crafting. Oh wait, I have to go to the fingerprint dust. No? How do I make this happen? Oh, I gotta look at the feet print. I wonder, could this be a print? Why would there be a finger? Oh, you mean a toe print. Good call, Apollo. I bet we can analyze it just like a regular print. This could be a vital piece of evidence.
Yeah, I bet.
Son of a bitch. How many more times do we have to do this until we suspect it of being with a very niche audience in mind? She's doing good. She's resting. She's still a little under the weather, but she's hanging in tough. And she's definitely bummed. She doesn't like being inside. But she follows the rules. Oh shit. Well, obviously I have to go like something mythical because I can make content out of it. Oh, I'm sorry. Like I wouldn't be in everyone's TikTok algorithm if I had like a unicorn. A flying one too, because then it would be but horses are a big responsibility. I don't know. I'd like a Pokemon, that'd be fun. A little Slugboy. Or Yamper. Or an Espeon. Or an Umbreon. It's tough. Something size manageable. Maybe one that could give me powers. That's tough. It worked. This looks like a big toe, maybe? Wow, I feel like the case is solved already. What was next? We have to match the print, right? Right, let's match it. Wait. The detective can give us a list of toe prints, Apollo. Good point. Maybe we should ask her, get some expert advice. I guess so. Not sure she really qualifies as an expert. Do I just present it to her? Got one right here. Really? I'm beginning to suspect something here. Detective Sky, can you compare this sample with the Slippies? That's so annoying. This pair of slippers, toe print and all. Oh, the print on these is nice and clear too. That makes our job easy. Can you analyze it for us? Of course. Hang on. Bingo. Gosh, I'm good. Hey, we were the ones who found the prints. A perfect match. The same person wore these sandals and slippers. I was afraid of that. All you have to do is find out who these sandals belong to. Or do you already know? I can't say. Not yet. I haven't seen everyone's feet, and the next 20 minutes is staring at every character's feet in this case. Well, that's one big step closer to the truth. Okay, now I leave? Okay. Ask Dr. Noodles about the chart. Damn. Okay. The Maractus Clinic?
Heckfield Clinic.
Yeah, there's 2 clinics now.
That's confusing.
I know. We live in a society. Hey, it's me as an anime. The prodigal attorney returns. Welcome, Apollo. I heard you did well in the trial today. Here to discuss something? I could use a little diversion. What did Detective Sky say? If you want to know something, you have to investigate it yourself. Mr. Wright, tell me what happened 7 years ago, please. I want to know. I need to know. You certainly didn't waste any time getting to the point. Oh my god, we're getting lore now after all the foot stuff? God damn. 7 years ago, I was standing in a courtroom on behalf of a client. This case involved the death of a certain magnificent genius. I'd be surprised if you hadn't heard about it. It was all over the news, I remember that. You were up against Prosecutor Gavin, weren't you? Yeah. He was only 17 years old at the time. 17 years... That's still high school. He took the bar exam abroad in Europe. They're progressive over there, you know. I was defeated by a 17-year-old newcomer. In my shame, I left the practice forever. That's all. That's all? How could that be all? I'm sorry, did we not play through 3 games and a bonus case together? What do you mean that's all? What do you mean? What about what they were saying on the news about what? Forged evidence. They said you forged evidence and had your attorney's badge stripped from you. No fucking way. Tell me, how does it feel? How does it feel to stand here before Phoenix Wright, the forging attorney himself? How does it feel? I don't want to... That's not true. Someone put him up to it or something. That can't be real. I don't want to believe it's true. But what about what happened in my first trial? Oh, yeah, he did do weird shit. But what about what happened in my first trial? Oh, God, did he put my badge at risk? Didn't you notice in today's trial? There was a single piece of forged evidence. Talking about evidence that shouldn't have existed. A naughty magician's trick. Trick. I don't see you jumping to my defense on this one. Maybe I did forge the evidence. Maybe I didn't. It doesn't really matter now, does it? But, yes, there's 2 more games. You're in your suit on the cover of the trilogy artwork. Hello? Are you a criminal? You threw everything away. I gave you this attorney's career. I gave you a husband. I gave you a family. I gave you an office. I gave you a job. And you threw that all away. But I'm not an attorney anymore. That's the only truth you need to know. Mr. Wright, looks like he doesn't want to talk about the accusations of forgery. For now. Is that it? What? That's it? What's he doing to my reputation? I worked too damn hard. The voices I did, the lives I ruined. Thank you. That's so true. Go off. I feel more like a disappointed parent than anything. I'm like, after all I held your hand through several tutorials. I did the bonus cases. Don't cry, Angel. Daddy's back in days. Oh, you again. If you want to call yourself daddy during your conversations, that's fine, I guess. I'm not really here to judge. I'm your attorney. Do you always have to announce your entrances like that? Man, my old man, now I'm all in a funk and it's his fault. One can only assume that his father tried to teach him a lesson and failed, clearly. You two got your work cut out for you, straight up. Because I don't care if they lock me up. I'm ready to go. Some days I wonder why I do what I do. Does your dad like to wear feminine sandals? Hey man, you won't see me bugging about 1 or 2 guilty charges. But what if you're found guilty of murder? Hey, it's all experience, you feel me, shorty? Like a badge owner. They don't give the death penalty, do they? You didn't really do it, did you? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Did we stop doing the death penalty? Because we've killed people. Well, we've killed killers. Did they stop doing the death penalty, or are they changing this? Is this a retcon? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I've learned one thing today. It's that silence speaks louder than words. Man, my old man's whack. Disappointing, that's what he is. I heard he wants to leave the mob? Over my dead body. I spend my life trying to keep it real, being an OG and never stepping down. I hope that was far enough away from the mic. That was big. Now my old man wants to go soft. Fine, let him. Just leave me out of it. The day I get out of Clink, that's the day Elite and I start the next generation in the Kentucky family. Please don't talk as though it's assumed you're going to jail, for my sake. Is that it? His medical record? Chart? Yeah. Huh? What's that? Some kind of X-ray? Wait, that's right, Walkie, it's yours. Hey, look, I don't smoke or nothing. I'll live long, right? I don't think he gets it, Apollo. Take a closer look here, in particular, where it says nurse. It's signed Alita Tiala. Huh, you lawyers do your homework. So, you met Miss Tiala when you... Yeah, I met her at a clinic, so... Could you tell us a bit about the circumstances of your meeting? Pretty sure she's setting you up, bud. Fine, I'll tell you how we met if you want to know that bad. About half a year ago, I was shot during a little turf war with another family. I was ready to die, sure. But they came in and got me, hauled me off to the docks. The Maractus Clinic. That's where I met her, my fallen angel. You mean Alita Tiala? She was scared of me at first, turns out. She didn't know what a furry was. But you know what they say, the bad guy always gets the ladies. Right. She was done with that clinic anyhow. So I was like, I'll take you on, woman. Straight gangster style. Guess what she said? What'd she say? Come on, give it some thought. She said it real quiet like, on the down low, know what I'm saying? I'll leave if you'll marry me. So that was the proposal? You know it. An oath of love right there in the hospital room. Just like that, the op was done, and we were out of there. See you later, bye. About that op. Yeah, it didn't go so well after all, did it? I know about the report. I know it's still in me. This health checkup was the boss's idea, you said. Yeah, can you imagine? What's the point of living healthy when you're a G, you know what I'm saying? But didn't you learn about the bullet at the checkup? Yeah, that's when I knew that doctor had to pay. Figured I could get that cat pulled after I got my revenge. And hey, I'm still living large now, aren't I? Incidentally, had you ever had a health checkup before? No, my old man suddenly gets this idea that we all gotta get checkups. 'Cause he's getting old. Older, I mean. Would he recognize the sandals? He might recognize the feet. No judgment, but this would be really convenient if you had a foot fetish right now. Walkie, you don't happen to recognize these, do you? Hey, sure I do. I was the one who bought them for her. For Miss Tiala? Yeah, birthday present. She's got mad little feet. Mad, so cute, man. What the fuck was that? So these sandals are hers. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling. What's up? Yeah, so did I. I didn't want to play by the logic of the game, they're probably the petite little ladies stuff. I hate when I do that, especially in like mystery, even in books. I'm like, well, we're starting to narrow it down to this person. Whereas in reality, it's like, these could be anybody's. What's up with the funky vibes? Sandals. Do I tell him? Do I leave? I guess I leave? Leave? To where? Finally, Dr. Noodles. Mr. Eldoon, we've been looking all over for you. What's the matter, Trucy doll? Apollo, show him what we found. Nothing like expert advice. I suppose he is a doctor still. Mr. Eldoon, is everything okay? I'm just so happy. I just thought my doctor days were gone for good. Mr. Eldoon. You want to move into the empty clinic next to your noodle stand? Sorry, Sonny boy. My interest is for my stand and... Oh, my bad. Sorry, we literally talk about... No? I presented the file. Oh, this one. My bad. Sorry, to me it's all the same. Only the names will change. Mr. Eldoon, could you take a look at this? A medical chart. Hey, you shouldn't go around taking these from clinics. Why the sudden silence, Mr. Eldoon? What? What's going on here? That's what we want to know. That chart belongs to my client. He's on trial on suspicion of murder. On trial? That's crazy. You can't put him on trial. He's... ABD. Always be dislocating? ABD. All but dead. He's knocking on... Oh, wow. Okay. All but dead. All but dead. He's knocking on the pearly gates and someone's about to answer. Can you tell us why? Oh my god, that wasn't his hair. End of stream. I need to think about some stuff. Well, permit me to speak as a surgeon. Permit me to speak as a surgeon. You listen up good now, son. No way. It's like he's a completely different person. So he was just wearing noodles this whole time?
Hell yeah.
That's why they're salty. Ew. Well, according to this chart, this Waki Kataki fella's not doing so well. He's got a bullet right up... I almost said right up his ass. He's got a bullet right upside his heart. That's right. Yeah, but this chart talks about the post-op. In other words, the operation's already finished. But you can still see that bullet stuck in there. Why would it still be in there after the operation to remove it? Well, about the only reason I can think of is it was too tricky to operate on. What? That bullet's snug as a bug there next to the aorta, which is connected to the heart. Heck, that scrap of metal's just surrounded by blood vessels. Kind of a miracle. 2 millimeters to either side, and there'd be some serious bleeding going on in there. Not something your average doc be eager to fiddle with. You mean... It took a miracle to get that bullet stuck where it is. Oh, you think it was placed? It'd take more than a miracle to take it out. It'd take a magician. I'll do it. Trucy, no. I'm only up to making rabbits disappear. I haven't learned bullets yet. Good, yeah. Stand down, kiddo. No one's expecting that of you. Of course, with the heart pumping and lungs working, that bullet's on the move. I'd give him another half a year tops. But Waki's operation was already a half year ago. That's why I'm saying you're out of time. This kid shouldn't be on trial. He should be on an operating table. Great, just great. Oh, was that her plan, was to marry him and then he'd die and then she'd get half the family? How could Dr. Maractus do such a terrible thing? How could he just leave that bullet in there? I got a pretty good idea how he felt. An emergency operation. He's got the kid's chest open on the table. Then he finds that bullet. That's despair right there, Trucy doll. Cold despair. Despair. About the only thing he could do is sew the boy back up. That was twangy. About the only thing he could do is sew the boy back up. He wasn't exactly in the situation to go admitting he couldn't take it out. The Katakis. You bet. This kid's their only son, I hear. So he skips the operation and Walkie's back on the street, living his life. Of course, it's only a matter of time before his heart hemorrhages and he drops cold. How awful. God, can Apollo talk just once? This is so hard to go back and forth on. Jesus. My normal voice is really good at breaking this up. And which doctor would they take him to? Maractus. He's got enough ties to him, he could probably cover up the truth of what happened. That's just horrible. He left Walkie to die. There's a darkness in this world, Trucy doll, waiting, hungry. Compared to it, these gangs turf wars are like kids' games. When you're up against real evil, well, it don't matter if you're weak or strong. It'll take you all the same. You were a surgeon, right, Mr. Eldoon? You could operate on Walkie, couldn't you? I wish. What? I'm afraid there ain't nobody in the county that could. Maybe not even in the world. So Walkie, he's real lucky to be alive even now. No. There's one problem. Thank God. Apollo. This chart. Look at the nurse section. Alita Tiala. That's right. This operation was how they met. Yeah, the problem is she knew. Yeah, she knew about Walkie's condition. Guaranteed. Why didn't she ever tell him? Doesn't make sense. If she knew her patient was in serious danger, you'd think she'd want to get that second operation before getting engaged. What was she thinking, Apollo? What were you thinking, Anita Tiala? Ooh. Yeah, I think she was trying to take over the family. Is this the end of the investigation, or is the investigation in two parts?
End of the investigation.
Oh, thank God.
Need more Wawa?
Oh, I'm good. I just have it on the ground. Thank you, though. Yay! No more walking around and turning my head. Before you enter the courtroom, you have to do one more plaster of a foot mold.
Can I give you a breath of relief for the whole second part of this?
Yes.
One character on the stand.
Yay! Easy on voice. Is this short?
I think it's a little deceptively short. I think we have like an hour left.
Okay. Because, yeah, I feel like we're really close to knowing it, but yeah, it's Ace Attorney. It could be like, you know the killer, and then 3 days later you solve it.
I think it's just dialogue heavy.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is it. The big day. Did you get any sleep? Yeah, I went to bed at 1 a.m. or so. Oh, what time did you wake up? 3 a.m. That's only 2 hours, Apollo. I don't see I do that every day. But at least you have me. Oh, my God. And Mr. Hat. And the amazing Mr. Hat. Here's looking at you, Kurt. Good luck today, Apollo. That voice. Me! You, get any sleep? Mr. Wright. I was going out of my mind with boredom, so I signed myself out earlier today. Somehow that place makes fake piano playing at the Indochine pasta joint seem almost fun. Daddy, do you know who Prosecutor Gavin's witness is today? Take a guess. How about Little Plum? That Sherman tank of a mom? Nope. Be nice to her. She's a nice lady. Guess again. That's too bad. You know, speaking of moms, you need to find me a new mommy one of these days, Daddy. Where's Edgeworth? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's happening to my canon? What's happening to my canon? Who is your mother? What's happening to my canon? Where is Edgeworth? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I don't care about this murder case anymore. It's barely morning and you're at it already, Trucy. Huh, huh, huh. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Okay, see, this is why I don't buy their father-daughter relationship. So, Mr. Wright, do you know who the prosecution's witness is? And what's going on over there? Do you know who the prosecution's witness is? Alita Tiala, your client's fiance. Yay, something easy on Bill's throat. She's going to be a witness? Well, that seems odd. Why would she testify against her own fiance? You have to wonder what Gavin's up to. Something's going down today, that much is clear. Well, not to worry. I've got my... Okay. If we can't find a killer, I'll pull one out of there. What? Trucy, maybe you should stay home, lay down, cool rag on your head, little juice by your nightstand. Watch some cartoons. You'll feel better. Court is now in session for the trial of Walkie Kataki. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Prosecution is warmed up and it's a sold-out house. Very well. To recap, while yesterday's witness seemed more guilty than any other party, guilty of panty snatching, we did find one thing for certain. There were 3 people in the dark at the time of the murder. The witness, the victim, and the defendant. Correct, dear Judge. And today I'd like to do something a little new age. It's called fingerprints. I'd like to look at this horrible crime from the outside. The outside, the acquisition of the murder weapon, the preparation for the act. Our poor defendant told all, you see. To his betrothed. His betrothed? His fiancé, Your Judge. His partner for life, with no chance for parole. Very well. You may show the, lucky lady to the stand. Honey, what are you doing? Your name and occupation, Fraulein. Alita Tiala. My occupation is future wife. Oh, honey. Ah, traditional values. I respect that. Hashtag trad. Hashtag trad things. Hashtag trad wives club. Too many brides these days can't even weave baskets blindfolded underwater. What? Judge. During Women's Month? Really? Yet you're here today as a witness for the prosecution. To be honest, I didn't want to testify at first, but I couldn't hide the truth. Honesty. Another admirable trait. Did your wife just leave you and or die? What? Why is this man so after the witnesses? Also, she'll testify against you next. Fraulein, is it true that on the day of the crime, the defendant, Walkie Kataki, confessed his plans? His plans for murder? Yes. The witness will please give her testimony to the court. It was the day that the family health checkup results came back. When Walkie found out that Dr. Maractus had lied, he flew into a rage. I'll teach him, he said. He took one of the family's pistols, and you already know what happened that night. I just don't see how anyone but Walkie could have done it. So, the pistol did belong to the Kentucky family, then? Yes, with regards to this, an investigation is underway at the Kentucky mansion. On charges... We never got to go inside. I wanted to see the cool mob house. On charges of the possession of illegal firearms. And the bullet that took the victim's life, was it fired from the pistol the defendant procured? Yes, this has been proven. How can you prove something like that? Bullets carry marks on the barrel that fired them. They're called rifling marks. Rifling marks. Oh, you mean ballistics. Stop trying to make up your own words for things, Apollo. Think of them as being a gun's fingerprint left on every bullet it fires. I've played Ace Attorney. I think I know something about ballistics, honey. And when did you first hear about Walkie's plan? It was the day of the murder. I should have stopped him. I just didn't think he would actually do it. Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination. Press present. Ah, jeez. All of them? It was the day that the family health checkup results came back. When Walkie found out that Dr. Maractus had lied, he flew into a rage. I'll teach him, you said. He took one of the family's pistols, and you already know what happened that night? I just don't see how anyone but Waki could have done it. My bracelet's not fidgeting. My fidget spinner isn't doing anything. That would be a sick merch thing from Capcom to have, like, Apollo Justice fidget bracelets. That'd be dope. How can you say that for certain? How? I wish he did something other than punch the wall. Air Forehead, you will refrain from badgering the Fraulein. It was the defendant, Waki, was it, who took the pistol from his home. We know this for a fact now. I suppose we do. So, how could anyone else have used this pistol to shoot the victim? They could not. Simple logic, Ja. That does seem to be the case. Does the defense have anything to say regarding this point? Could someone else have used that pistol? There was another Skywalker? Based on your testimony, there was clearly another. Oh, if she had, quote-unquote, seen him take it, she could... Oh, I'm burpy. I'm sorry I'm so burpy, chap. I don't know how to cure that. One other person had access to that pistol. What's this? Interesting. Let's ask the defense then. Tell the court who this other person with access was. Well, if you were there watching it... Also, why did she ask me to be the defendant? Because I'm new? Well, of course. I mean, you, Miss Tiala. Da-ding. Me? But why? You were quite clear when you told the court you heard about the pistol from the defendant on the day of the murder. In other words, you knew what he was planning. Let me get this straight. Then let me get this gay. You intend to tell us that this lady stole the pistol from her fiancé and killed a man in cold blood on his behalf. Pretty sure she's wearing the exact same sandals right now. I've heard of people doing strange things for love, but it does seem a bit unfathomable, to be sure. I'm all for romance, and for your support, and for supporting your partner in life, to be sure. Stares down the camera. But I think I would hesitate at murder. Depends on what they did. I'd hope you do more than hesitate. I won't hesitate, bitch. Thank you. But what if a... You okay? Oh. But what if a different connection could be proven? A connection between the witness and the victim. We might find that she had a personal motive beyond wanting to help her fiancé. That would put things in a slightly different light. What possible connection are you suggesting here? You know what I'm starting to think? I'm starting to think that the police never looked inside that safe. I have evidence showing a connection between the witness, Miss Tiala, and the victim. What happened to the good old days where the right stick would let me go through a whole page of evidence? God, back in my day, everything just worked better and it was cheaper. That looks like a medical chart. Found inside a safe at the Maractus Clinic. I'd like to draw the court's attention to the names written on the chart. What? Miss Tiala. Whatever. Why is your name on this chart? You can't have a job. You're a trad wife. Well, care to explain the meaning of this, Miss Tiala? I'm not sure what you mean by meaning. Look, smash, smash, smash. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Oh no, don't get the anime hotties angry. I'm not sure what you mean by meaning, Mr. Justice. Da-ding. Our warm little fiancé just froze over. It was a little hot. I was on staff at that clinic until half a year ago. It was boring, so I quit. That's all. Is there a problem with that? Ah, Miss Tiala. Whew. You testified that you had no connection to the victim. And I don't, now. Now? I quit half a year ago, didn't I? So there's no connection. Let me guess. You're the kind of guy who can't rest until he knows every last detail of his girlfriend's past. Don't you use the patriarchy in your favor? Yeah, she totally did it. Am I right? That's not true at all. Why, I embrace the ones I loved. No, let him finish. Let him cook. There's no connection now. Doesn't fly in a court of law. doesn't fly. She's one tough nut. She probably feels right at home with the Katakis. You left your job at the Maractus Clinic, true, but you remain connected somehow. Very well, Mr. Justice. Show us evidence that proves the witness is still connected to the Maractus Clinic. The slippers? Sandals? Oh, because they were found there. Duh. I was like, well, it has her prints in it, and it's the slippers got the words. Okay, thank you. That actually really helped. Thank you. These sandals were found in the Maractus Clinic lobby. They're yours, aren't they? Well, who knows? I'm sure there are a lot of people with those sandals. So sorry, Fraulein, but your act isn't working. Yay, the prosecutor's gonna work with us. And kiss. The ding. Your moment of hesitation just now cost you. What's with you? I thought you were on my side. Perhaps you are unaware that toes leave toe prints. Go off about your fun facts about feet, King. A simple analysis of these sandals will reveal all. Toes do what? Like, no, seriously, toes do what? Toes do what? Like she had no idea. Well, now we see your true colors. I was wrong to cooperate with you from the beginning. I just wanted to help get Walkie back on the straight and narrow. And I'm here to put him on the queer and thick. the snakes and arrows. If you know, you know. This court thinks you need to worry less about Walkie and more about yourself. It sounds as though we need to hear a bit more about your story. Your sandals were found in the entrance to the clinic, which means you went there on the day of the murder. Well, there's little point in denying it. Very well. The witness will tell us about this visit. Why did you go to the Maractus Clinic that day? I did go to the clinic that day. My first time in half a year since I quit in January. I went to warn him after all. I knew Walkie had the pistol. The doctor always was a timid man, too timid to admit his own mistake. Why else would I have gone? I'm not hiding any dark secrets. I wanted to tell him to be careful as an old friend. Friend. By mistake, you mean the mistake we heard about from the defendant. The botched operation. He was a timid, small man, but I never wished him harm. I just thought I should let him know, you know. That does make sense. Yes, but there is still one thing which does not. What's that, What's that, Prosecutor Gavin? The sandals left in the lobby, of course. We can assume she wore these sandals to the clinic, yeah. Then why did she not wear them home? If it were me, I would have worn them home. Can we see demonstration? See him in the heels? No? I would have worn those sandals home, too. It just cuts right back. I'm just picturing all these men wearing heels in their downtime. Crazy day in court. Click, 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 click. So why were the sandals left behind? Ding. He pointed out the contradiction before me. There's probably a good explanation for this, right, Miss Tiala? Say, for instance... Oh, man, I thought you were on my side. There happened to be a similar pair of sandals there, which you wore by mistake. He's just trying to get us to have more time together in a room where we have to stare at each other. Actually, that's right. I'm impressed, Mr. Gavin. Oh, it's nothing. There is, after all, no other possible explanation. Yeah, forehead. What the... No fair. He's filling the holes in her testimony, and not mine. Too much. The defense may begin the cross-examination. Press present. Because I think I know which one it is. I want to warn him after all. I knew Walkie had a pistol. The doctor always was a timid man. Too timid. Why else would I have gone? I'm not hiding any dark secrets. The slippers? Shit. Oh, is it there? I keep forgetting that that's there. It's the chart with her name on it. I keep thinking it gets added to this pile of papers. There's a different narrative in my head when I look at these pictures. This is the one with, yeah, signed by nurse. Thank you. I got real good at reading. This chart was found inside a safe in the doctor's office. Yes. Why would this one chart be in that safe? Miss Tiala, you know why it was, don't you? Mind filling me in? Dr. Maracus, there's something so funny about the little judge interjections. I don't know why. Have they always been like that? It just cut to, I'd wear those shoes too. Mind filling me in? Like, if this was a movie or a show, I'd be convinced they filmed him on a separate day. Like, just the way he cuts it out. I don't know why it's getting to me this time. I feel like they've done that before. Dr. Maracus didn't have the leisure of making mistakes. That's why he wrote up a false report and kept the truth locked away. Bad air, Doctor. And this is where you come in, Miss Tiala. The nurse who filled this chart was you, which means filed this chart was you. You knew about Waukie's failed operation. Interesting. Ha! Just cuts away. You were in the same position as Dr. Maractus. Kind of makes it hard to claim no connection, doesn't it? You're bold for a novice, I'll give you that. Da-ding. Mr. Justice, you must know I was only a nurse. The doctor's responsible for the chart's contents. This chart business seems to be quite important. Please amend your testimony accordingly. Too bad, little attorney. Care that she got possessed by a demon.
Too bad, little turd.
Too bad, little turd. Da-ding. My bracelet's reacting again. He looks down at the bracelet. It's doing this face.
His Snoopy wallpaper.
Oh, that hurt my jaw. What is it, Apollo? I felt my bracelet tighten just now. Your bracelet? Just like yesterday. Like you said. When a witness is unsure of something, their nervous habit gives them away. But I can't see anything, Apollo. Huh? Then what's my bracelet reacting to? Wait, maybe... Yeah, that has to be it. What has to be it? Your senses, Apollo. They must be sharper than mine. Huh? Can I sense when people lie? I can't see it, but you can sense it. I don't know about that, Trucy. I don't have some kind of special power or anything. Listen to me, Apollo. There's a weak point somewhere in Miss Tiala's testimony. But we don't know what her nervous habit is. Then what do we do? You have to perceive it yourself, Apollo, with your eyes and your senses. Lick her words. And it's up to me and my bracelet. I don't know why, but the bracelet helps. Somehow touching it helps me focus. Let's give it a shot and bring down that testimony. When it glows, right? Why would I go to the clinic now for a half-year-old chart? Perceive. Why would I go to the clinic now for a half-year-old chart? Oh God, that's right. It has to be highlighted orange. I feel like half-year-old chart is accurate. It was 6 months ago. I can't look at the... Damn. Is this right or wrong? Shit. Why would I go to the clinic now? Oh, because half-year-old chart isn't what she's hiding. It's the fact that she went to the clinic. I understand this now. Miss Tiala, you're unsure about something, aren't you? You can't just say that. This is so bizarre. I love the music that plays, though. Not as unsure as you are. Wow, she sure showed you. Burn. Grr. I've got to focus and... Oh, I guess not. Find her habit, and I'll find the weak spot in her testimony. Is it still this phrase?
It is, but you have to
Oh, I can move it around. Oh, I forgot about that. Shit. I thought this was just cool. Oh, there it is. There it is. Gotcha. Does it? Okay, this what counts. Yes. Whoa! Get the demon out of her finger. Hashtag hand stuff. Let's go. Now I forgot that it moved around. I was looking at the text, thinking, where would she be lying? And I was thinking, oh, it's not half a year old file. We all know that she's lying about the clinic. I forgot that you could move the cursor. I thought we were just staring her down and it looked cool. It's called a hard stare. I want to see, is Paddington Peru good? Has anyone seen it? I want to go see it. But I've been busy and broke. Please. I'll make a video about the Paddington trilogy and no one will watch it. I also want to make a video about the Sonic trilogy, but I don't think anyone's going to watch that. Anyway, Liza P. Why go to the clinic for a half-year-old chart now, you ask? But you know why you would go now, don't you? I don't know what you're talking about. It was quite clear, Miss Tiala, you have a nervous habit. This isn't permissible in court. The moment you said the word now, you used your right thumb to fiddle with your ring. What? She was unsure. I saw it. Now, that's the key word. The chart wasn't a part of your past. It was a clear and present threat. That's ridiculous. Why, if that were the case, I would have had 6 months to do something about it. Indeed. Eh? Which means something happened quite recently. Something to make the chart a problem for you now. Oh. I am starting to kind of feel it in my jaw. Could you give me some ibuprofen? Thank you. Da-ding. I've got her on the ropes now. I can feel it. Time to strike the killing blow with evidence. Pulls out the gun that's evidence and kills her with it. Miss Tiala, there's no use trying to hide it. The chart became a threat to you by now because of this. Thank you. Because of the lamp? Because of the shoes? Thank you. Yeah, I really hope that goes away soon. I feel like it should have. But yeah, my jaw got pinched real bad when they tried to like keep my mouth open with the little clampy device thing. It like hurt bad. And it's been sore ever since. The bullet? Not the sandals. That's why she went there. Sniffed? The chart again? Right, because this is the one. This is the one done by a different doctor. I wish those were a little easier for me to distinguish. A health checkup report belonging to the defendant. The Katakis are trying to get out of the business. The health checkup this month was their first ever. What did you think when you heard about this? Nothing. Why should I think anything? Oh, I would think you were positively beside yourself because you were afraid. You knew what Waki's chest x-ray would reveal. A full half year had passed since the operation. You thought you were home free. When the chart came back to haunt you. Oh my god. Oh, because of the feathers on her dress. I'm like, is she a bird? Oh my god. That's all, Your Honor. What the hell just happened? Oh my god. What just happened? Did the witness just admit to lying? Ta-ding. I sensed it. So true, King. There was a great aura emanating from Air Forehead. Very cool. Yeah? You like that about me? What? So the lady was lying, it seems. That's correct. She said she had no connection to the Maractus Clinic, but her connection was deep indeed, a bit too deep. If the Katakis got a hold of this chart with her name, she'd be finished. Isn't that right, Miss Tiala? You guessed it. Order. Order. Like, oh, because they would ask for the file? Or they would just know that she was the nurse, because that's how they met. Either way, I did it. I broke her testimony. Amazing, Apollo. I didn't see it at all. Daddy was right about you. Wait. Ding. Miss Tiala. It's true. That chart was bad news for me. That's why I went to meet the doctor that day. But that's all. I told him about walking and went home. It appears this cross-examination is far from over. What? She hid the truth from us. This is clear, yet it is not clear that this truth had anything to do with the case at hand. Very well. The witness will add this to her testimony, and we'll have a bit more cross-examination. I was so close. You're still close. Keep on her, Apollo. Nothing happened at all. I warned him and left. No. How did Dr. Maractus respond to the warning? Oh, he was quite surprised, panicky even. Who wouldn't be scared to learn a Kataki was after them? Incidentally, this court is not afraid of any mobsters. Why, we had a life-threatening situation just yesterday right here in this courtroom. Yeah, real impressive the way you stood up to the attack of the amazing Mr. Hat, sir. After which, I carried you back to your chambers. Sounds like the judge had quite a fright. Almost like you shouldn't do that, kiddo. Nothing happened in Dr. Maractus' office that day, huh? But what about that mess we found? Something definitely happened to that office, Apollo. I know. But we can't prove when it happened, nor that Alita Tiala was in any way involved. Well, let's try putting some evidence up anyway. There's no way she went to that clinic just to warn him. Do you know why she went, Apollo? Time to figure out what really happened at that clinic. Oh, that's right. This is also the end of the statement. I'm like, what's happening? It was also the end of the testimony. Is the evidence that I need foot related? Okay, then the bullet. You say nothing happened in the doctor's office. I disagree. Take a look at this. What's that? It looks like a squished up ball of clay. Kind of like you, actually. Whoa! Whoa! Can we not, like, go like that? Like, that's so cutting. This bullet was found in the Maractus Clinic office. Something did happen in that office, Miss Tiala. Enough of this joking around. The police investigated that clinic. But this was stuck inside the doctor's safe. Inside the safe? I guess the police didn't check that far. But there is a problem. How can you say that bullet was fired on that day? Weren't you the one who explained rifling marks to us? Ding. The pistol was taken from the Kataki mansion that day. If the marks on this bullet match the murder weapon, then that proves a firearm was discharged in that office on the day of the murder. Not bad, Air Forehead. Bailiff, have this bullet analyzed immediately. 30 minutes later, a report arrives. Like in Babe? No? Nobody? It's okay. The rifling marks on both... The rifling marks on both bullets are identical. Well, it seems as though the bullet in this safe was fired from the murder weapon. Perhaps the defense would like to state their position. The bullet in that safe proves one fact. A pistol was fired in that office on that day, and at the time of the firing, the safe was open. The safe, which contained the top secret chart. Do you think someone was threatening Dr. Maractus in order to open the safe? Only one person was in a position to do such a thing. Our witness, Alita Tiala. Convenient that you're here now. Order! Mr. Justice, where are you going with this? Are you accusing the witness? Alita Tiala knew about God damn these names. Alita Tiala knew about Wakikataki's botched operation. She got engaged to him without telling him about it. As long as that bullet remained in his chest, his days were numbered. What if she married him and then the bullet finally reached its destination? What? That reminds me. Apparently, the Katakis have been asserting themselves in lawful business practices. They're making quite a great deal of money. A fortune, if you will. Nefarious. So she planned to marry him just to get her hands on this fortune. Oh, come on, man. You keep talking trash about my Alita, and I'll sue you, lawyer man. Huh? Me? Yeah, you said you'd abuse my Alita. I think you mean accuse. Same difference. Well, you can't have her. She's mine. It was me. I shot at Doctor. Me. He left me to die, so I let him die too there in that park. Waki, just cool down a second, please. You keep your hands off my Alita, or I'll... T. Excellent. Miss Tiala. I'm sorry, it's been so long since I've laughed so hard. Something funny? Waki, wake up and smell reality. Hey, Alita, baby. The signature on the chart, the engagement. I mean, come on. It's so obvious, even for a brainless, spoiled brat such as yourself. Ma'am, you're about to get away with it. What? Alita. Your honesty is like a breath of foul air, Fraulein. That's a good line. Hey, I wasn't getting out of this clean anyway. So, the family fortune is what you're really after? That's right. I wanted the money. No way. That's whack. I ain't trying to hear that. Should have done the wedding earlier. Oh well. It's because I didn't want to have a wedding associated with myself during June. And she's homophobic. Get her. By the way, can I ask you a question? Who, me? I believe you said you were going to abuse me. Accuse. Of what crime, might I ask? Huh? Oh, I'm a bad girl, sure. I got close to that brat because I wanted his money. But he was the one with the pistol. He could have fired it into the safe after I'd already left the clinic. What? I would never do a thing like that. It was definitely that silly brat. Wait, but what are you talking about? Trucy? You had the most to lose if that chart was found. But, ma'am? I will not apologize for calling you out. Do it. I didn't have a pistol now, did I? Well, you could have taken walkies. You'd think he'd have mentioned that, no? All I've heard him say is, it was me. I shot him. That's only because he's trying to protect you. Sorry to intrude in this lovely conversation, Ding, but the two of you are forgetting one critical point. What point? Certainly the Fraulein wanted the chart. You assume she threatened the doctor into opening that safe, but then wouldn't she have taken the chart? Oh. You see, that chart wouldn't have been left in that safe. He's right. Damn him. Miss Tiala. Yes. It is clear to this court that you are not a very good fiancée. Oh, I'm flattered. Perhaps it's time you told us the truth. Tell us about yourself, including your actions and whereabouts on that day. Don't forget, We've proven that you were at the Maractus Clinic on the day of the crime. Yes, I went to the clinic that day to speak to the doctor. I wanted that chart, but I failed to get it, so I went back to the clinic later. In any case, I didn't shoot him. You don't even have proof I stole that pistol, do you? And that brat was spotted in the park at the moment of the crime. Frankly, I don't think it matters if Dr. Maractus was shot in the temple or not. Wait, what? You went back later? That chart was dangerous, you understand. I needed to get rid of it. That's why I went that day. But you couldn't get the chart then, could you? And later that night, Dr. Maractus was shot. I heard about the shooting, waited a day, but then I had to go back. No easy feat with the cops all over the place. That was you? Thump. Apollo, that sound, it came from behind this door, someone's in there, there, a break-in, and they left the window. So you were the burglar. That was you too? If only I had one more minute. Then I could have opened that safe and gotten the chart. What? That's trespassing, and brazen at that. Oh, is this a trial for trespassing now? Besides, you can't blame a girl for wanting to protect herself. They are gangsters, you know. Right, because we forced you to be around a bunch of gangsters. In any case, Mr. Justice, your cross-examination. Admitting the little crime to avoid the big one. A. Press or present? God damn it. Proof I stole the pistol? Oh, shot him in the temple. Because how would she fucking know that? Right? Yeah, it's got to be the autopsy report. Again, I run into this problem a lot with Ace Attorney. I don't think it matters if Dr. Maractus was shot in the temple or not. How would she know that? So, autopsy report. Oh, I'm pressing on that. Oh, son of a bitch. Can we just cut to the chase? The doctor was shot in the right temple, yes? So it seems. Let's review the facts again, shall we? I almost wish I'd given him the Godot voice just so I could do the German words. In this other, now, Fraulein. Like, that would just be so out of place and funny. Oh my god. If the killer shot from this location, the bullet would have struck our victim square in the forehead. However, the entry wound was in the right temple. Yes, we heard testimony on this yesterday. At the time of the shooting, the witness was standing here. Just before the gun was fired, he shouted. The victim turned his head to look. It was shot. Oh, my fucking jaw. But that testimony was proven to be a lie. Our egregious panty snatcher, Mr. Stickler, did witness the crime, but he was standing to the north, next to the trash can where he tossed those panties. If Mr. Stickler shouted from this location, the bullet couldn't hit his right temple. Silly attorney. What? Do you remember what you had for breakfast that morning? Do you remember, Trucy? I always have a glass of milk for breakfast. Oh, kiddo. What matters is one thing. The doctor was shot in his right temple. If that's the case, there can only be one explanation. The panties guy was mistaken. No, we didn't just go through all of that for nothing. But his location was proven. You can't write that off as him being mistaken. Then why don't you show us, Air Forehead? Show you what? Foot stuff. Must I explain everything? Very well. Let's recap. If the witness, panties guy, was standing to the north, then where was the shooter standing? From what location did the killer shoot the victim? But wait, if the witness was standing there, how could anyone shoot the victim in the right temple? I nearly laid out the facts for us. It's up to the one possessing the shiny forehead to show us. If you can, that is. Waki Kataki was standing at the killer mark. Wesley Stickler at the witness mark. And of course, Palmeractus was at the victim mark. Let's hear what the defense has to say. Where was the killer standing when they shot the victim? Someplace else. Yeah, the music stopped. Yay, thank you. As the facts stand now, we can't explain this crime without contradicting ourselves at some point. But I know why. The real killer shot from an entirely different location. What are you talking about? I don't see any other place. Apparently, Mr. Justice does. Let's hear it. Where in the park did the killer shoot the victim from? The health bar went up. It's time to raise the roof and the stakes. Eh? Penalties are such frightening things, don't you think? Don't double my damage. What if there was a bit more terrifying? You motherfucker. That's not so bad. Like so. Double penalty? Did you just Guitar Hero into the system? Their forehead wishes to take us in a new direction. Then he must be ready for the challenges ahead. Challenge accepted. It's justice time. Are you sure, Apollo? The key is the witness, Mr. Stickler's testimony. If we believe that and we know where he stood, and the victim turned when he shouted, there's only one place the killer could have been. The bushes. Right, hold on. The right temple. So the bushes or on the other side of the cart? Because this is where the footprint was. Because if he turned and he was shot in the right temple, you could still be in the bushes. The bushes. No? What are you getting at? He was shot in the right temple. So over here she would hide in the bushes. From the noodle cart? That's ridiculous. I guess, okay. I guess I just don't understand what a noodle cart looks like. But she was hiding in the noodle cart, is what you're getting at? Thank you. Yep. I believe we all owe a debt of gratitude to Miss Alita Tiala. What do you mean? Thanks to you, we had a chance to review the crime. And this time, we were prepared. We knew that Wesley Stickler was telling the truth. We should have listened to him from the beginning. Can you go into a noodle? I guess you can. All right, chat, hold on. I got to go take a trip to Japan. So donate, become a member. And I got to see what a noodle cart looks like. Wesley Stickler was standing next to the trash can when he saw the two men. He shouted just as he told us in his testimony. And the victim turned to look in his direction. A shot was fired. The victim was hit in the right temple. Oh, no. Judge, you knew that. Oh, yes. Which direction was his right temple facing at that moment? That's right. Toward the noodle stand. Order. Order. So you're saying the killer was inside the noodle stand? Thank you, Choose You 2, for the 5. For Bill's noodle cart research trip. I don't understand. Thank you, Choose You 2, for the 5. I'm sorry. I don't understand. Why are you here if you're going to be rude to other people in chat? Sorry, I haven't been looking at chat because it's been a lot of confused, delayed messages and spoilers. But yeah, I don't know how it works, and when you look at it, because we've seen it 1,000 times from the background, I guess I just didn't think someone could easily get in and out. Would they sit and make the noodles? Is this empty and you stand? Wouldn't someone notice the feet? I just have a million questions then. It's okay.
It's free and fun.
Yeah, this is free and fun, but that's just not. I don't get making comments like that. I've never seen one like this before. Don't know what to tell you. I understand someone would have to get inside somehow, but like, I didn't think that there'd be a little flappy thing here. I don't know. I just haven't seen one before, and every time we looked at it, it didn't look very accessible. But yeah, I don't know everything. I haven't seen the world. Thanks for that, I guess. Anyway, thank you, Choose2 for the 5. That's why I haven't been looking at chat. It's been frustrating lately to be online. I don't know what I do. Every time I post something, say something, someone's always being obtuse or rude or negative. I'm just like, I'm just hanging out. But I'm sorry I can't take it all while I'm not making enough money to pay for rent, bills, and food. So I think it's just starting to wear on me a lot. Easiest thing you do is just be nice, you know? I don't know. Maybe it'd be easier to put up with it if I wasn't losing money making content for other people and trying my best to be fun and entertaining and mindful and resources and all that stuff. Like, I don't know. I think it's getting a little too much for me. Man, I guess I just didn't know what a noodle stand looked like and the way that it was set up. I don't know. I just didn't think it'd be too easy to get in and out of, and someone would have seen someone if they were in it. I didn't think there was like a side flap. I don't know. I've never seen one before. Hopefully I get to someday. That'd be really cool. Man, anyway. The killer was inside the noodle stand. Let's think about this a bit more, shall we? You say the killer was inside the noodle stand, which would mean the victim. I just think it'd be more feasible that she was in a bush. So thank you for correcting me, so we could, because my jaw does hurt like a motherfucker. So thank you. But I just thought a bush would be more feasible than hiding in the noodle stand. But I guess that's gonna be part of the big conclusion, is more about the noodle stand.
It also said present noodle stand, and when I looked up, it was just a gray block. And I'm like,
Oh, you thought they meant like present the evidence thing.
right,
Yeah.
anyway.
Which would mean the victim, Dr. Maractus, came to the park, wheeling his own murderer in the cart behind him. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I'd think you'd notice if you were pulling someone along. There's something we should worry about before that. Why was he pulling the noodle stand in the first place? Let's deal with our problems one at a time, shall we? Ooh, excuse me. Someone was hiding in the stand. We have not come this far to talk about possibilities. King, I wish you wouldn't punch the wall like that. Let's talk about proof, baby. Show us evidence that proves someone was in that stand. Can I approve that? You want evidence that someone was in that stand? Too bad. I've got it.
Can't make it without penalty.
What?
Well, too bad.
So, I've got it. I've got it right here. I guess that is also the least explored part of this, is the noodle stand. Intriguing. Let's see what you've got. Show us proof that someone was hiding in the noodle stand. The bowl
Not yet.
that we found on the ground?
Not yet. I love that train of thought.
Love that you're thinking.
That's really great work.
Big toe in the slipper? What? I'm trying to think of the footprints, but I guess would the slipper imply footprints? Caitlin, thank you for donating $20 to thethirdbuild.com. I super appreciate that. Are you here, Caitlin? Are you here? Hope you're well if you're here. I'm thinking about praying for Caitlin. Thank you, Caitlin, for donating the $3. Fucking hell. Shows proof that someone was hiding in the noodle stand. The slippers? I'm gonna double check with you. The slippers. Thank you. Because I'm like, they were found in the garbage can. There was a footprint outside. Why don't we did all that work on the footprints and they're not individual pieces of evidence. The Maractus Clinic. And they're covered with paint. These slippers were found in a trash can near the crime scene. I'm here. I just look a lot. No worries. That's happened a couple times. Someone donated like a week or so ago. And it was like, hey, I'm really enjoying your Epic the Musical videos, but it was during the stream. So I was like, oh my God, thank you to that person. And then when I pulled it up to do my thank you video, I was like looking at it and I'm like, oh my God. And I just started laughing. I'm like, you got a free shout out on my stream. Unrelated, not a plug. It happens sometimes, but I was like, it could be, oh, I can't make it to the stream, but I'm thinking of you, Bill. Or it could be, I'm here. No worries. I miss the lurk button, like when people could just send little hearts. I miss that. That was fun. F in the chat for the lurk heart button. And a single slipper print was found at the scene. Right next to the noodle stand. Yeah, I'm supposed to like physically remember that? I can't look at a little map? Oh, and Miss Tiala, your toe print was found in the left slipper. How do you know what my toes look like? In other words, this is proof you were inside that noodle stand. Proof that you were in the area. Yeah. Yet there was only one slipper mark found at the scene. Can this be called a footprint in good faith? As opposed to what? Observe the diagram. A park pathway runs right next to the slipper mark. A slipper wouldn't leave a trace on a cobblestone path. Yet you still cannot say this is a footprint, yeah? Why not? You have an impression left by a single slipper. What if it was on the stand and simply fell to the ground? That's just dumb. One more thing. A noodle stand is typically cluttered with the tools of the noodle-making trade. There's no room for a person to ride in there. You have a point. Could someone have hidden in that stand? Yeah, see, so a person conventionally doesn't fit in the noodle cart. And you make the noodles from the side? I don't care. Could someone have hidden in that stand? Apollo, I think I might be onto something. I think I figured out one of our pieces of evidence. In order to make room in the stand, some things would have to be... Oh, that's why the bowls were pulled out. And were all over the place. She... Really? Like, she replaced it... Well, Mr. Justice, do you have proof that someone could have hidden in the stand? I can prove one thing. Someone did scheme to clear space in that stand. Profile. What? The bowls now? See, this is where I feel like we're missing evidence pieces. Because we found this bowl outside, but didn't we find a bunch of other bowls in the office? Shouldn't the evidence then be added to pile of bowls? Don't worry about it. Bowl singular. This is a noodle bowl from the stolen El Dunes Noodles noodle stand. Yes, and what about it? We discovered a large quantity of these bowls yesterday. In the lobby of the Maractus Clinic. Ding. A large quantity of noodle bowls in the victim's clinic. Mr. Eldoon is very clear about these bowls. I don't care, did it with that stand. I'm finished. All my noodles were there too. Yet the bowls were removed. That night, there was space inside the noodle stand. Space created at the Maractus Clinic, no less. Right around the time that you were there, Miss Alita Tiala. Stop! I won't listen to any more of these wild fantasies. No, not fantasies. They're worse lies than that spoiled brat's pickup lines. Just a friendly reminder, maybe normalizing just a simple apology. So it turns out I was right. Thank you, Cheyenne. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, donate, become a member. Or at least be kind. This is free. I would like to remind the witness of her current status. This court does not consider you entirely innocent. Show me an innocent. I'll show you a fairy tale. Hello, Trucy's 15 and she does magic. That's adorable. Yeah, I read it from a Mind Freak book, Trucy. They don't need to know that. You could have just gone to the Scholastic Book Fair and gotten... That's how I got a magic kit once. I got it from the book fair. In any case, the defense has, somehow, made its point. The witness had both a motive and an opportunity to kill Dr. Maractus. More fairy tales. This whole trial is a fairy tale. Then please, pull us back down to reality, Miss Tiala. I'm giving you one last chance to explain yourself. This is it. Why was Dr. Maractus pulling that stand that night? And what was Alita her name. And what was Alita Tiala doing inside it? Time to get to the bottom of this case. God damn. We did not talk enough about the noodle stand and went to a new location just to talk about the noodle stand the most. That night, I went to ask Dr. Maractus for the chart. I had no intention of ever letting that cart fall into the Kitaki family's hands, but Mr. Maractus didn't understand. For some reason, he thought the Kitakis had sent me, so I gave up and went home. All I did was talk to him. What? You knew about the botched operation, so you tried to get rid of the chart to save yourself. I won't make excuses. And I did warn the good doctor. I gave him a chance. I told him that Brat got his health checkup report and that he was coming to settle the score. I see. Very well, Mr. Justice. Begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. This is the last testimony. Either I perceive the truth or it's over. Fuck. At least it's helpful to start it. It glows now? Or is it just glowing the whole time? Okay, I was like, wait. I thought I knew how this worked. Okay. She touched her neck. She touched her tits. She touched her neck again. This is my last chance. Apollo, any word from your bracelet? Yeah, actually, I felt it respond. I couldn't see a thing. It's up to you, Apollo. Time to perceive. Also, now the text box is in the way of the ring, so is it different than that? When she touches everything. Touches the boobs again, touches her scarf again. But she touches her scarf twice, so am I doing this twice? It's not very good at helping me understand this. Is it on the last one? Because that's the one where she's obviously lying. Yes. All I did was talk to him. I perceive that that's bullshit. Oh my god. Oh my god. I perceive! You're twitching! I don't. This is it's at least I get to like look at like the detailed sprites. Like that's cool. Like, oh, we detailed them and now like, ooh, perceive it. But like, god damn. Especially when she did the same gesture twice. Could you have seen the finger twitch, or do you just pick one of those and see if her hand twitches?
Oh, I guess yeah, you would delve in and kinda
that's weird to me, but we're figuring it out. All I did was talk and lie. What? Show me proof. The proof is that your fingies twitched. I'm pretty sure about this one. I think I'm getting the hang of this. Oh, are you? Are we, King? King? A little slip in confidence, and they make it all, and they give it all away. The proof is you. Oh, right here. The proof is you, Miss Tiala. Da-ding. All I did was talk to him, you claim. Yet you can't hide your own nervous twitch when you say those words. My twitch? What are you talking about? You have a habit of scratching the area of your neck around the edge of your scarf. We all at least know that this is bullshit, right? Like the whole body language analysis stuff, or like what was the show where it was like he's lying because he I remember watching an episode of the show where like, oh, he touched his glasses with his middle finger. He's telling us to fuck off. He's lying right now. And it's like, that's not how it...
Yeah, it was lie to me or the mental.
Lie to me, that sounds right. It was probably both, because there was like a period of time where it's a detective that was psychic or a detective pretending to be a psychic. What a weird time. But yeah, it's bullshit. Looking to the left indicates that you're thinking of things. Yeah, or something moved to the left while you were talking.
Yeah, a ghost.
Ghost. Ghosts are real. Body language is not. But no, this stuff is bullshit. I want everyone to know that. Okay, what? This is working better than I'd hoped. Her unconscious actions tell the truth she won't say. Habits and lies. 2 dots. Connect the dots and find the truth. Don't stop. Yeah, stop staring at me, please. You're at work. Don't look at me like that. I told you the truth. It's the whole time he's just... It seems that when you recall what really happened in that office... I can't keep your hands off your... You can't keep your hands off your neck, can you? She starts choking herself. Ding. It seems that nervous habits are unconscious reactions that manifest when someone... No. They are habits that manifest, but it could mean more than just lying or... It's bullshit. It's bunk. You can't hide behind your scarf, Miss Tiala. I'm picturing him doing the Paddington Bear hard stare. He just has like those huge marble looking eyes. Something happened between you and the victim in the Maractus Clinic office. And I've got proof that shows exactly what happened. Yeah, well, I got a little itchy on my wristy. The lamp? It's the only thing we haven't done from that office. Well, when it's being a little cuckoo bananas, I have to play the meta chess game, okay? It's the story logic sometimes that's gotten me through the crazier moments where it's like, I figured it out. But it's like, okay, well, I haven't used this piece of evidence yet. This seems important now. And I haven't used it yet. Let's fucking go. That's mind checkmate.
He's their house esquire.
Things to do. People to eat. That was the promo I'd see the most. What's that? You're touching your scarf again. Huh. There's something unusual about this lamp. The bulb is broken, and there's a red splotch on the cord. Huh. Huh. Seeing how you hide your neck, I think I can come up with a plausible explanation for the lamp's state. Oh, it hurted her neck and she's wearing a scarf? Spit it out. This talking in circles nonsense is killing me. Very well. The answer's very simple, Miss Alita Tiala. Please remove your scarf. Her head falls off. Scary stories to tell in the dark. Please remove your scarf. Da-ding. Oh my god. Are we leaving the stare zone? This is a trial to determine what happened in that park, yet we seem to have drifted off target. We'll find out soon enough if we're drifting, as soon as the witness removes her scarf. I won't do it. This is insane. I'm an unrelated third party. You don't get to say that word, or I guess order placement. You can't. Miss Tiala, I'm afraid you've forgotten what's already been proven. What? You're hardly unrelated. Unrelated, I hardly. please remove your scarf. No. No.
Guys, the rat's gonna fall off.
Oh my god. She's gonna take off her scarf and you're gonna see like old age skin, and it turns out that she's older than she is and she's the killer. I knew it. So I was right, wasn't I, Miss Alita Tiala? Oh shit. Your neck. That isn't what I think it is. Something did happen that night at the Maractus Clinic. You needed to get that chart back no matter what it took. Even if you had to... King, I'm the one controlling you. Point that shit away from me. I'm still... I know I said this last time, but I still have it in my head that you don't have enough bullets, bitch. Even if you had to steal your fiance's pistol to do it. But wait! Looking at this lamp and the witness's neck, it looks like the very opposite happened. Exactly. The victim in the clinic that night was this witness. Specifically, you tried to threaten Dr. Maractus and he attacked you. That's what happened that night at the Maractus Clinic. Is her brooch thing alive? Is he a furry and she's a feathery? Is it all furry, or if you're a bird, are you still a furry? We've gone over this once before, I feel. Order! Will someone please tell me what really happened and why the wings on her little dress top brooch thing are flapping like they're real? I told you the truth already. I went to the clinic that night to warn Dr. Maractus. Oh my god. That gangster knows everything. He's coming for you. Looks like my clowns. We have to get rid of that chart. Quick, open your safe. Give it to me. What? If I go down, bam. I should stop. This is gonna get what happened next. He jumped at me and knocked me to the floor. Then he took that cord. Jesus. They show that shit. Pal Maractus was serious, deadly serious. He really tried to strangle me. Fuck. I must have blacked out. No, Cheyenne, it's Boomhauer. Dale talks normal. Well, normal for him. So, you were the victim. And the red splotch on the cord was your lipstick. I didn't want to remember that night. No, Cheyenne, you're not an idiot. I didn't do it good enough. Because Boomhauer is a lot more going over there, looking down, talking real fast, going, pew. That's Boomhauer. I was kind of like because I thought it'd be like 3 words. So I wanted to sound like my paternal grandfather who died when I was like 14. And it went too long. And I kind of lost my groove. And I can't move my jaw as much as I usually do. That's on me. I did this. I betrayed my family. Kerchak was right. I didn't want to remember that night. That's why I didn't bring it up. There. You happy now? I mean, I know your engagement was a sham, but that would be the time to tell your mobster in-laws to be motherfucker try to kill you and try to kill your son. It's time to kill this guy, Steven. I was out cold, almost killed, and you claim I then snuck into that noodle stand. But how could I? Oh, did he kidnap her? That'd be kind of crazy. Well, one thing is clear. We now know what really happened at the Maractus Clinic, and it would seem that our victim was not entirely without blame himself. I'm sorry. I get so nervous just thinking of it. It's hard to breathe. I've told you everything. Can I go home now? You bear some responsibility for the events that day, true. Yet, if I were also a victim, this court would owe you some sympathy. Well, Mr. Justice, I believe this clears up the remaining questions for Miss Tiala. When did this happen? Suddenly, everyone sympathized. Something bad happened to her, man, but yeah, she probably killed a guy. I don't know what to think anymore, Apollo. I mean, is that it? Do we know everything we need to know about Miss Tiala? Very well. This finishes the cross-examination of this... Oh. Is the guitar in the room with us right now, King? Hehehe. Not so fast. This party's just getting started. Now we rock. What? Those spikes on your head are softer than they look. Or do you not have the stomach to go all the way? With what? Professor... I keep wanting to say Professor. Prosecutor Gavin. Pal Maractus choked Alita Tiala. She fell unconscious. But what happened next? He's right. There is more we don't know. But she was choked hard enough to leave that mark. She would have been out for a while. Even still, what if it was her in that... What if it was her in that noodle stand? Alita Tiala, half dead. Dr. Maractus pulling that stand. And a bullet fired from inside the noodle stand. What if it's all true? He might have already figured out what truly happened that night. Yeah, he might have, like, moved the body or, like, kidnapped her and was using the noodle stand? And then she was already in there, saw him, freaked out, shot him. Miss Alita Tiala, as you can see, we're not through with you just yet. You really want to blame me for this murder, don't you? You too, Prosecutor Gavin. Me? Fraulein, I only wish to know the truth. Well, let's go back over what we've learned up till now. On the day of the murder, Walkie saw his checkup report, from which he learned about the bullet still inside him. So he took... King, without me, there is no you. He took a pistol from the family... Et tu. Fucking... Come on. I'm gonna fucking scream. Oh my god. Eh? Please lock. No. I'm gonna fucking scream. I'm gonna fucking scream. There. Took a pistol from the family stash. With the intent to give Dr. Maractus some of his own medicine. And Miss Tiala heard about this from Walkie. So she went to the Maractus clinic ahead of him. In order to get rid of the chart with her signature. But then, something happened. Stop showing it, guys. Jesus. It left an impression, and that was only like 2 minutes ago. Sounds like you figured it all out. But remember, I was the victim. I was out cold. But what about Dr. Maractus? That does seem to be the problem. He had just strangled Alita Tiala. Perhaps he thought to death. What did he do after his crime? A doctor didn't check for a pulse? I was just knocked out, not dead, from the state of his clinic and the scene in the park. I think it's clear what the good doctor did next. Well, Air Forehead, care to guess? Da-ding. Well, Mr. Justice, what did Dr. Maractus do? Maybe he did think he killed Anita Tiala. Do I have evidence to show what he did next? I guess it's just the noodle stand? He put her in the noodle stand. Go back to present bowl. He moved the bowl. As his next move, Dr. Maractus stole Gael Dune's noodle stand. Was he going to frame him for murder? What killing me disturbed him that much? So much he randomly stole a noodle stand? It wasn't so random. Remember all the bowls in the clinic's foyer? Bowls that belonged inside that stand? I think it's pretty obvious, don't you? That stand was at the clinic. However, the question is, why did he remove the bowls? Maybe because the stand was heavy? Or he wanted to put something in the stand in their place. Ah, wait. You don't mean... Oh, I do. Dr. Maractus did replace those bowls with something. Your corpse, Miss Tiala. My corpse? Dr. Maractus panicked. He thought he'd killed you. But he's a doctor. His next move would be to dispose of the body. That's crazy talk. You're all crazy. Then let's think about it. Logically, the doctor had a place to dispose of you in mind. But on his way there, who should he run into but the defendant, Walkie Kataki? I question your logic. What's this, Prosecutor Gavin? The park is a dead end. Why would he head in that direction to begin with? That's right. He had no reason to go there. Oh, now I get it. It was a trick. That spoiled brat made him do it. He made the doctor steal the stand. Tell me, why would someone go to a dead end? Unless the park was his destination. What? Apparently the defense has an idea. Tell us where Dr. Maractus was heading with the stand. Please show us on this diagram. To where exactly was the victim? Okay, is this a street or a river?
I think it's a river.
Is this where I'm supposed to point? Yeah. This is what I'm picking, and you're confirming. Thank you. Because I thought from the angle you approach it, you're on the corner of two streets, and I just always thought that was the street, but now it's a river. Thank you, Judge. So true, can you drop this? That's a river. And into the river we ride. Going down to the river. Yes, Your Honor, I scarcely need to explain why. A perfect place to dispose of a body. He was going to throw me into that river? He didn't have many other options, Fraulein. Oh, God. I'm so ready for this to be done. Like, I think it's just been from moving it so much. I believe this clears up all of the remaining questions. The victim pulling the stand and the defendant before him. And inside the stand, you, Miss Alita Tiala. Huh. And then the denouement. Wesley Stickler of Panty Snatching Fame walks up. Seeing the two men, he shouts, in that instant... I thought so, because I was like, wait, was she trying to frame her fiancé? But I'm like, but if the bullet came from the back, no one would have suspected him. So, I shot him. You were the only one who could have stolen Walkie's pistol. It had to be you. Well, Miss Tiala. Nice work. Thank you? You mean I'm right? I mean, you've done a fine job dreaming up a story. To get that spoiled brat off the hook. You're the one who's dreaming. Apollo's backed up everything he said with facts. If you're so sure he's making it up, give us another reason. I dare you. That was Dr. Maractus pulling the stand through the park. Who knows? There's one gaping hole in your logic. I think Mr. Gavin knows whereof I speak. Where what? I can't believe she's still trying to deny this. Is this true, Prosecutor Gavin? Must I always be the one to point out Air Forehead's errors? Yeah, that's kind of your job. Ding? I believe that Fraulein speaks of Air Doctor's car. His car? That's right. The Maractus Clinic has that big garage. In which sat a green sports car, was it? Excuse me. Why would he steal the stand in the first place? If he wanted to carry a body, he would have used his car. And so we find our victim without probable cause to steal that stand. And our defense without a case. I have an idea. You know that green car? I bet it wouldn't run. It was broken. What an excellent counter-argument, Fraulein. Too bad you're quite wrong. Don't tell me you've forgotten what happened to your daddy. Daddy? That's right. That night, the car that hit Mr. Wright was that green sports car. Oh, yes, I'd nearly forgotten about it. Afterward, he drove it back to that garage. It ran fine. That's right. So why didn't he use his beloved sports car? A glaring contradiction to be sure. What, so he wouldn't get, like, blood and body DNA in his fucking car. What? A glaring contradiction to be sure. More glaring than your forehead. Stop! I have an oily T-zone. No. Order. Order. Well, Mr. Justice, why didn't Dr. Maractus use his car to carry the body? Is that a groan of surrender I hear? No, shut up. Some advice. Now's a good time to review all you know. Everything you've learned over the last 2 days. everything I've learned? Mr. Justice, this contradiction casts doubt on your entire case. This is truly your last chance. The defense will explain to us what happened that night. Shit. You carried the body? That doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, it... Oh, that's right, because we found evidence in, like, the tailpipe and shit. You're looking at me fun. The car didn't run? Yes, yes. Yes, thank you. It's all coming together. That night, Dr. Maractus couldn't use his car. Huh. Now you're making even less sense than usual. Not according to my information, Miss Tiala. Put one and one together and the explanation is simple. 2. Flips her off. If it's so simple, perhaps you can show us some evidence. Show us proof why the car wouldn't run that night. Fuck, is it this again? You could have made it anything else. Let's see now. Panties again? All sorts of things come from... Even the truth. Ding. Another crime was committed the night of the murder. The theft of these panties. The latest in a string of similar thefts, actually. But that night, the snatcher was caught in the act. A brave young girl chased the thief until he hid. There was also a dog there. In the Maractus Clinic garage. What? The snatcher hid the panties there before running. Perhaps someone in this court remembers where he hid them. Why, weren't they found in the car's exhaust pipe? Exactly. By the way, I learned something yesterday. A very important piece of information. And I learned it from you, Prosecutor Gavin. So you were here investigating? And I was on my way home when my hog gave up the ghost. Your hog? Hog? Your hog? Hog? Your hog? What is... It looks like it's such a nice bike, too. I hardly believe... yep, got it. Yep. Oh, yep. Cars, motorcycles are all the same. Clog the exhaust. They won't run. My, how interesting. While Miss Tiala and the doctor were struggling, the panty snatchers snuck into the Maractus garage. From that time until the time we found these, that car wouldn't start. What? That's why Dr. Maractus had to use the noodle stand. It was the next closest thing he could think of. Anyway, well, Miss Tiala, this wraps your doubts up quite nicely, I think. So it does. Right, freak out so I know I won. Where am I? So dark. Can't see. Cramped. The pain. My throat's burning. Babda, what's your problem? You talk. I know what you did. Walkie? You lied to me, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you a taste of your own medicine, man. Wait, let me explain. Fine. I'll give you your last request. Listen, you're being tricked, but now you think. It's not as me. No. He'll ruin everything. Oh, she still did it, like... Yeah, what the hell? He'll ruin everything. I have to stop him. That looks like an insane, like a murder novella cover. Like a short story collection.
Yeah.
Like, a collection of 5-minute mysteries that take place in a kitchen.
Yeah.
He'll ruin everything. I have to stop him. It just went. You went good. Fuck that guy. Hello? Did I win? What's happening? Funny. This isn't the way it was supposed to turn out. Oh well. Too bad. I won? No freak out? No angry anime hottie? There's still one mystery. How did you manage to disappear from that stand? In the silence after the shot, I heard the witness running. I believe we heard as much from Wesley Stickler. He went to use a public phone to inform the police, which is when I made my escape, which is when you left that slipper print. Dr. Maractus didn't bother taking my slippers off. I threw them out after I stepped in that paint, though. That was your mistake. No, my biggest mistake was coming to you for help, Mr. Justice. Well, don't do the crime. I believed in you. You and your anything agency. If anyone would get Walkie declared guilty, it was you. Bitch. He's so pissed. I believe we've reached a conclusion of sorts. Prosecutor Gavin, how is Miss Alita Tiala doing? She's confessed to everything. We're processing her arrest now. Prosecutor Gavin sure seems calm for someone who just lost. I think he already knew. He'd figured out that she was the killer a while ago. Some advice. Now's a good time to review all you know. No, everything you've learned over the past few days. You lost, but I didn't exactly win either. Yeah, no one's gonna pay me now. Something the matter, Air Forehead? Looks like it's time to announce a verdict. Not guilty. Sorry, I was watching it. I was waiting for it to do something a little different because everything else has had such an HD-ified thing, but it is exact same. Court is adjourned. That was so weird. 8 more minutes. Let's wrap this up. La-di-da-di-da. Great job, Apollo. You did it. Yeah, we did. Somehow. Walkie's off the hook. Free to become the gangster he's always wanted to be. Oh, good. That blood's on my hands. Hey, attorney man. You gonna pay for what you did to my Alita, Holmes. Or to blame, I guess. You give my Alita back. Stupid pointy-head attorney with a death wish. Enough, Walkie. Look at the little guy. Mr. Kataki. It's high time you opened your eyes, Walkie. What do you know, old man? I think it's about time you opened yours. Giving up the life trying to become some kind of businessman. Don't talk about what you don't understand, Walkie. I'm afraid the guard is going to throw them both out. If not in jail, wouldn't that be a happy ending? Hey, maybe we can help them out. We know why Mr. Kataki needs to make so much money. Maybe we should tell Walkie. Walkie, Apollo has something to tell you. Huh? I do? You're gonna put me on the spot. What's that? Show him the reason why, Apollo. Why is Mr. Kataki trying to... Fuck, I don't know. Karma? Because of his checkup report? Because of the Walkie chart. How are these different things? The Walkie's chart is the answer. Because I figured it was the fact that his son almost died. So he's like, oh, I gotta go legit. Someone shot my son in the almost heart. Think about it, Walkie. Think about your condition. I talked with your mother, Little Plum, yesterday. It pays, but we need a lot of money right now. Clean money, that is. She doesn't mean. You want... Look at him standing up all... Like, he doesn't have that weird look on his face anymore. They're like, She don't mean. You aren't really... Are you? I searched the globe and I found one. A doctor who could take a bullet out of you, Wookie. But it's an expensive procedure. Man, but you got plenty of money already, don't you? I won't use it. I wish we had talked to Big Wins over here more. What an interesting character. It was the gangster life that did this to you, Wookie. I want to help you. I want to do it clean. Oh my god, he has eyes. Those were eyebrows. Please understand, Wookie. Dad. Man, I see how it is. Old man always looking out for Wookie. Listen good, old man. One day I'm gonna take you out. They will see who's the OG. You try to hide in your business suit, I'll find you. Stupid old geezer. Matt, Wookie? No, it's as it should be. Mr. Kataki? I liked him more without the puppy dog eyes. I'm glad to have met you. Not so good with words, but I know a professional job when I see one. Thank you. Who, me? I don't think. Someday, I'll bake you one of our latest, the Kentucky Lime Pie. He's opening a pie shop? It's a Fox Cafe. So long. I would have liked if we'd gotten to talk to him more. And he was gone. You know what? I think that would be my... On top of the obvious stuff, like get rid of the panty stuff completely. You could have made it anything else. I would have made the dad work the noodle cart. Or remove the noodle cart and like keep the dad a part of it. That was really interesting. And that was brief and at the end. Well, let's head back, Apollo, to the Ride Anything Agency. Hey, since when do I work at your agency? We make a good team. Don't just stand there, let's get going. Why not? She did help me out. And there's a few questions that still need answers. Like, how am I gonna get paid? Oh my god. Like this power of mine that she showed me. And my bracelet. If anyone can help me figure it out, it's her. Do I have amnesia? Why do I magically have a bracelet that tells me when I lie and a power? What? Or when other people lie? I can't say I care much for what her father has become. Oh, that's right. We have to go someplace first. Huh? Where? What, to claim our reward for Mr. Eldoon? Salty noodles, right. You got to stand back already? Oh, and after that, you can come see my show. With a special appearance by the amazing Mr. Hat. I went to bed, right? Please, anything but him. My lore. I got a trophy. Hooray, that ended so abruptly. I would like to talk to Phoenix Wright one more time before we end the chapter, please. Or the noodle guy, something. That ended so abruptly. And I guess they kind of typically do. But, what? Oh, okay, go for it. I liked the twists in the case. The evidence collection, I think, was like the weirdest. Like the investigation was very odd. But I do like the idea of like this isn't a Von Karma disciple, so it's not about, oh, my perfect scare record or whatever. It's just getting to the truth. It makes Gavin a lot more interesting. I would like to see a little more at the end. Especially with like lingering character devastating questions. Like it's what's happening with Phoenix, what's going on. Kind of like the first game, meet me at the office, and then like Mia's ghost is there and Phoenix is like, like something like that. Something outside of the courthouse to kind of wrap things up. I didn't love how it was written, but I liked the idea until it just stopped doing what I thought it was going to do. Because I thought we were going to kind of go for more of a, she was like like literally kidnapped, right? He thought she was dead, which doesn't make sense because he's a doctor. He put her in the noodle cart. She hears his voice and just shoots him. And it's like, let's evolve the case a little bit, right? Was the self-defense? It definitely wasn't my client. Given the circumstances, ... something. So I was kind of bummed that it at the last minute became, I'm gonna get him. He'll ruin everything. Like I would have liked it a little more if it had kind of had that like bittersweet, weird feeling of like, well, like my mistake was making you my attorney, and then like, oh, we talked to Phoenix Wright one more time, and oh, our agency's also going to represent her in the manslaughter self-defense plea. Something to kind of feel like the wheels are still spinning. I feel like it just kind of happened towards the end. God, the freaking there. I could admire wanting to do something different every time. There's a part of me that's like, guys, there's no shame in bringing back the Magatama. I can perceive you, and then saying you're touching your scarf as like a rationale for your objection in court makes no sense. But it's Ace Attorney, so I don't care enough to like argue about it. I'm just like, if you were trying to think of a new mechanic that's very admirable, I think if you can't make it work, it's okay to just go back to the Magatama. If anything, that would have been really cool and sweet that like, Trucy's wearing it, or Phoenix still has it, or something. Because like I like the idea of pay attention to their body language, but then to use it as evidence is super weird. It'd be kind of the same with the Magatama, right? We never use that in court. We use that in the investigation. So maybe that's it too. Maybe I'd like first off, I need to just understand it better. But I think I would like the perception thing more if it was done in the investigation. And I think because the new mechanic is courtroom based, we spent less time in the investigation. And I was kind of bummed because I liked the general feel of switching up the formula, I guess would be the word. Like, we didn't talk to the defendant until like halfway through the halfway through the investigation. Like, we didn't talk to him at first. Like, he didn't ask us to be his lawyer. We didn't talk to him in the detention cell for like ever. I liked how different it felt, but now it just kind of felt like the investigation was odd. And then we did all the footprint stuff, and yet we didn't get like a footprint map or like proof that her footprint was there as like evidence to present. It was just all kind of packaged together, which was like super odd. So I think it was just the investigation felt kind of clunky, and it just didn't feel finished yet. But I like the fun of it. It's just, I think that imbalance there of like, yeah, Mr. Head is super fun. Getting to like work with Trucy like we did with Maya is really cute. I like those elements. I like the prosecutor a lot. I like seeing Emma Skye again, and she's like our gumshoe now. I like all of that. I just think it doesn't, the fun silliness adds to the imbalance when the serious brick and mortar parts of the structure aren't quite set. It's a precarious balance, right? You don't want to go too far one way or the other. If it's super silly, you're not going to take the case that seriously. And if it's super serious, the jokes are going to feel out of place. I just feel like the investigation could have used a little more finessing, especially so much work to do footprint stuff. But I'm assuming we're just going to do that again in other cases. And I just feel like this case felt more like it was the investigation tutorial and the courtroom tutorial because of the concentration thing. So this felt less like case 1 and more like case 0 part 2. But it was just so long that I'm like, maybe we could have expanded on the tutorial case and like, oh, we have to go to the room to investigate the secret passageway that other Gavin used to frame Phoenix Wright for murder. You know what I mean? Like, maybe we could have done a little more tutorialing in the tutorial one so we could just focus here, because I think maybe that's it. I think it was just a lot of tutorial. And then, yeah, not using the actual footprints after doing so much to make and gather them just felt kind of fruitless, right? And then, like, the noodle stuff coming back all of a sudden. That was one of the few times I felt like I was at a disadvantage for not understanding something Japanese. Which, to the game's credit, I don't think I really felt that too many times before. Like, I'd ask like fun questions, like, "Oh, what? I don't get this. Is interesting," but it never felt detrimental to me solving the case. It's faster on the DS, well, that's good to know. But yeah, I think it just kind of. I think the tutorial just could have been longer. Like, this was kind of tutorial part 2. I don't know. But like, I liked the little stuff. Again, I liked a lot of the characters. The panty thing just had to go. Like, that was awful. And we never could, maybe we could have, and I just didn't. We didn't even tell the mom, like, hey, we found your stolen underwear, or we know who did it. There was no comeuppance there other than he's in the detention center, which is better than nothing, but it really implied that that wasn't even going to happen in the first half. But like, you could have done anything else. And I'm like, the jokes of like, my magic panties can fit anything. Like, I'm like, that's not funny when they've been stolen and also you're 15 years old. Like, no. And then a lot of feet content. This was a weird case. But again, I like the new characters. I like the new prosecutor a lot. Again, it was really refreshing that I didn't have to like, grapple with like, oh, he'll do anything for his win record. Like, again, he's not a disciple of Von Karma, right? Like, you could really feel that. Like, it was super refreshing because I guess Godot, and even then he had a hate boner for Phoenix, so it's like he wanted to win no matter what for different reasons. But like, it was nice to see him just like, I'm here for the truth, and it's like, ooh, he's level 2, returned from his trip, Edgeworth. Like, that's exciting. That's different. So I'm intrigued to see more of him and what he'll do. I love that Emma Skye is our Gumshoe. I just also hope we get to see Gumshoe. And I really hope that nothing else is fucking like weird at all, but like so far gone weird. Like, there could be a couple of times where like I have the right to feel uncomfortable or think something's weird. There's times where it's like, it's kind of a me thing, or like, I didn't love that, but I'm not like, what the fuck is this shit? That's a what the fuck is this shit? I'm really unhappy with that. And I'm like, it's making me not dread the character, because the character's really sweet and I think that's really interesting and I want to know the backstory there. But like, I'm dreading the character because I'm like, if you keep misusing this is going to be the worst experience. I really hope that stops. Like, it was so unnecessary and it was so overwhelming and distracting that like, even trying to like remember what happened, I'm like, all I remember is that. Like, it's so gross and unnecessary, and then it took up too much time, and then like, we're still trying to make jokes and like, oh, one of the last pieces of evidence was the panties again, and I'm like, fucking stop, guys. Like, maybe I wish it had been Mr. Hat. Can we just swap the whole thing around to where, like, he's like, how does Mr. Hat work? And it's driving him crazy, and a magician never reveals his secrets, and then he steals it from her. And like, oh no, and we find him stuffed in the fucking exhaust. You could make him, it's not real. You can make him as small as you want, and like that would add to it, right? And then like, this is Mr. Hat, haha. And then Mr. Hat is the final piece of evidence. Like, that would be really funny. And like, we could keep making Mr. Hat jokes instead of, I don't know, her panties magic bit. Like, you could have done anything. It's not real, right? It's just I don't know. It was too distracting because it was so bad. And like uncomfortable and gross. And I'm hoping that's it, cuz man, I would never want to play the which is worst game, even though I did think earlier today like I should do a top 5 favorite and top 5 worst moments in Ace Attorney kind of video. So I like those kind of videos from people, not from, company channels. But I was thinking to myself, like, what's worse, Big Top or this? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, they're both kind of bad. Like, they're both, well, they're not kind of, they're both really bad, but like same kind of bad. I don't know. But it's a shame because sorry. It's a shame because, like I said, I like a lot of the small stuff. I didn't love this case. Noodle Guy took off his hat even, and I'm like, whoa. And like, he never got to testify. It was so odd. And it wasn't any shorter than like an early case typically is. Like, we got it done in 2 streams. But yeah, Noodle Guy didn't testify. The defendant didn't testify. We never talked to the dad. It was odd. The creep was the bad guy in this one, unlike Big Top. True. That's true. At least you got off-screen comeuppance. I'll give you that. But yeah, I don't know. Pretty sure that's it for the franchise in regards to overtly uncomfortable moments. Well, that's good. I'm going to hold you to that a little bit. Cuz yeah, it's so, and it's true like this whenever it happens with like most things. Like, it's just like, if you're gonna, and that's a big thing I talk about even in like Epic the Musical, right? It's like, if you're gonna handle a heavy topic, at least handle it with like some care. Like, when it doesn't feel like it's cared for, it pulls me out so bad. Like, I'm not a big shock value person. Like, I want to feel a constructive analysis and source, and that doesn't mean it has to be like overtly intellectual or complicated, but like, you need to have picked this for a reason. It needs to function within your story. It needs to further the conversation that you're making yourself a part of. And there's a lot of things that just like, I'm just like, no. Especially like, I love horror and stuff, right? So I've seen it a lot. I've seen a lot of mishandlings of representation or themes or illnesses or diagnoses or whatever. Like, I've seen a lot of stuff, and it really does put a bad taste in my mouth. And it really is like distracting, and it gets more distracting the worse it gets, But yeah, that was just fucking weird. And it sucked too, because like, I'm like, that's a bad, I guess I wouldn't say introduction, but like case 0, the actual like prologue was so solid and interesting and captivating and cool and what the hell. And then it was like, we big topped too early. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It would have bummed me out harder if like, oh, I pre-ordered this, I'm staying up all night. Like, say I don't stream this, right? Like, I just really got into Ace Attorney on my own, because I'd have the same level of enjoyment, I think. like, oh, I pre-ordered it, it's out, oh my god, like I cleared some time, I want to get at least the tutorial and the first case done before I do other functioning things. I've been so excited to play Apollo Justice, and then that happened. Like, that would wreck the whole joy of pre-ordering and, whoa, what's next for Ace Attorney? Why is Phoenix dressed like me? You know, like, that would have really, like, damaged the experience, the release weekend or whatever you would call that kind of thing, right? But I don't know. That's really upsetting. And I think it's important, just like how I think it's important for, if you're going to touch on these themes, do it right. I think it's also important for us to keep the conversation going when someone doesn't do it right. I think that's important. You know, I don't know. I think that's an important element that can be added to what I like to do here. Because I don't know. I also don't like just rolling your eyes at something and just moving on. It's like, no, like, have a bit of a conversation, right? Like, some people aren't going to get or pick up on the same things as me. And it's like, all right, and vice versa. But, like, let's have that talk. Like, nothing bothered me more than, like, scoffing that I like a thing and then never elaborating on it. And it's like someone that I know, right? Not like a stranger, but I don't know. That's just me. But I remove the panties thing. I still wouldn't have loved this case, but I wouldn't be openly saying I hate it. But I hated that. And it was because like the panty stuff kept coming back up. But yeah, that's a good point, that at least there was a punishment for his crimes. But anyway, we're calling it for tonight. I gotta rest my jaw and my voice. But anyway, all that fun business aside, and that's the other thing too. I hate that feeling of like, oh, well, now I'm talking about this shit, and it's like, wait, Bill, it's not your fault. It's not my fault that that's in here. But I feel like that's kind of what the internet does, right? It's kind of that. Well, now I'm bumming other people out. Now people are getting, uppity or defensive or weird. And it's like, that's not my fault. That is not my fault. And personally, I'd rather be someone who's uncomfortable and calls it out than someone who's quiet and placating about it. I do not make slop content. Anyway, speaking of the content I make not being slop, thank you to everyone for watching and supporting. Clicking is a huge way to contribute to or encourage continuation of not only more Ace Attorney content, but content in general. Remember to click, like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Consider donating or becoming a member if you can. Members get access to custom emojis, help me pick games like this game. And there's members-only streams and the like. And I share, like, oh, here's what I have. Here's what I'm looking at. Here's the plan. Give me suggestions. Here's what I'm thinking, whatever. Members help me pick games. Members get members-only streams and custom emojis and stuff. So a big thank you to all the channel members, but I also want to give a thank you to everyone who donated tonight as well. Here and at thethirdbuild.com, consider donating if you can. If you can't donate or become a member, you're helping out by hanging out. Remember to do all the free stuff, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, follow me on social medias, sharing my links around, reposting my blue skies and sharing my Instagramos, liking things, telling social media platforms that I'm not on, that I'm doing stuff. Let your Discords and your Reddits know and all that crap. Especially if you want more, because it's starting to get frustrating and stressful. Like, I'm not going to do more videos or more streams even if people are, being negative and it's not getting good numbers. It's like that I have to think of something else. I hate being put in that position, so let's not put it in that position. Keep clicking, watch old stuff, watch new stuff, watch all the way. Don't skip around. Don't be an ass. Anyway, speaking of ways to help, thank you to everyone who donated. Thank you, Bells. Thank you, Happy Hank. Bells again, choose you too. Thank you, Caitlin, for donating at thethirdbuild.com. A friendly little bird, thank you for donating at thethirdbuild.com. And thank you, choose you too, for donating at thethirdbuild.com. Again, so I got Wow. Thank you, Choose You Two. Yeah, Choose You Two, a friendly little bird. Caitlin, Choose You Two again. Bells, Happy Hank, and Bells again. Thank you everyone for donating. Thank you everyone for clicking. Again, if you're unable to donate, you can't right now. You're helping out by hanging out. Oh my goodness. Um, just remember to click stuff. You know, there's tons of free ways to do it too if you don't want to donate or you can't. But yeah, there's tons of cool perks. Especially if you want to like help me pick games and stuff, because all that money just goes back into the channels, helps me pay for equipment, pay for games, pay off equipment, and everything else goes back into my bills. So we can keep making more content. But thank you again, everyone, for hanging out. We'll be back Thursday. Hopefully, my jaw's better by then. We'll be back Thursday doing more Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. Make some noise if you're excited for that. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the stream. Links in the description as always, should you or someone you don't need them. Hope to see you next time I upload or go live. Video tomorrow dropping on the main channel. Don't miss it, especially if you want me to do more of that. But yeah, hope to see you next time I upload or go live. Hope everyone's staying safe. Thank you, Alana, for modding. Be mindful of others. Remember to take care of yourselves, please.